Amy.
Bye.
Bye.
Ooh, hello.
Hello.
Wow. No, it's
Hello.
fast.
Is our name supposed to be there? Is our name Hello? Is it? No. Okay.
Is this thing on?
I don't have my phone on.
I'm gonna refresh my phone. I think we're good. Yes, we are. Okay.
Okay.
Oh my, I can already see that we have a lag going on too, based on what I'm seeing on my phone. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Happy Thursday. Whew, already happy Thursday.
That it is.
My goodness.
That it is.
Welcome in. And we're just a couple weeks away from the official start of fall.
We are. We were
just talking about, it seems like it was just Christmas in July.
I really cannot believe that Labor Day has come and gone.
I know.
Literally, it felt like we were in Memorial Day, and like that, it went to Labor, and now it's just straight shot to Christmas. I feel like it's too fast. Too fast.
It's coming. It's coming sooner rather than later. That is for sure. All right, welcome in, everyone. Hello.
Hi, guys.
Thanks for being here tonight. All right, I'm going to scroll up, and we are going to say some hellos, and then we'll go over how the sale is going to work tonight, and we'll talk about a couple changes going on next week, and then we'll get right into it. Okay. I already know who was first here in the chat when I went to put our emails in a pinned comment. William was already here first.
Mr. William.
At 5:45. So
Willie's in the house.
In,
William. Hi, William.
Terry V is here.
Hi, Terry.
How can you always be first? Because he's here super early, Terry. Super early.
He's like our Santa Claus.
Be here at like 5 o'clock to get the first comment in. But then you have to play the game. Is StreamYard or YouTube going to delete my comment?
Right.
Because if you put it in too early, then they like to delete comments for some reason.
Amy, William is like Santa Claus. He's everywhere. He's all seeing. He knows if you've been good or bad. So you better be good.
This is true.
For goodness sake, because William knows.
This is true. Karen G is here. Karen's going to be our bid ender tonight. Thank you, Karen, in advance. Kim, I thought you were not going to be here tonight. Well, good to see you, Kim. Thanks for being here. Gavin is here with us tonight.
I'm a snap-in fool, my friends. I know everybody in the chat knows what I'm going to say, but in the event that one of you don't, please make sure you are subscribed to the one, the only Grady Group of Vintage Recordings. He is our YouTube DJ. He plays music. It's on a turntable. Of course, it's on vinyl. He drops all sorts of knowledge. So please give this man a follow. It's a really fun YouTube channel. He supports all of us. Please show him some support. Same name and logo over on Instagram. He does some different things over there, so follow him over there. Also, give a follow to the other half of the Gillette Corporation, the one, the only Karen G, over on Virtual Antique Marketplace, also known as Vamp, because her and Gavin have a fun afternoon show on Sunday afternoons. It's usually at 4 p.m. Eastern time. They do trivia. They show their collectibles. They talk about things. They promote other sales, other things that are coming up on Vamp. So please, if you're not making an account to go purchase goods, go make an account over on Vamp just so you can hang out with Karen and Gavin.
Absolutely.
So good. So good.
All right. Let me find out where my spot was in the chat.
Sorry. I have a tendency to talk about Amy.
Joe is here with us tonight. Hey,
hello, Joe. Good to see you, sir.
William, I'm probably about 70% right now. I definitely feel better than I did a couple days ago. I'm battling a cold. Usually I get one a year, maybe twice.
Right.
A year I had one in January. Usually the fall time I just get a cold for a couple days, and then it's just back to regular allergies for the fall.
Yeah.
But I'm all right. I'm doing okay. I'm definitely feeling better than I did a couple days ago. All right. Scroll. Janine. Hey, Janine.
Hi, Janine.
Good to see you tonight. Hope your day went okay, Janine. Renee is here. Hey, Renee.
Hello, Renee. Good to see you, Renee.
Melanie's with us.
Hi, Melanie. Oh, I love this avatar.
That's a new one. Ooh,
this
I like
one's
that one.
Really, really good. Really
Flapper girl blowing bubbles. I'm here for it.
Good one, Melanie.
Jason's mom is here. Hey, Linda.
I love you, Mom. Good to see you.
There's Mama Pam.
Hello, Mama Pam. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Mom. Scrolly scroll. Debbie's here. Hello, Debbie.
Debbie. Hi, Debbie.
I just see a whole lot of repeating going on. Dusty Moose. There she
Hello,
is. She's on the loose. She's
Good
here
to
with
see-
us. Hey, Dusty. Chris is here.
Hello, Chris. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well,
Carrie.
friend.
Hi, Carrie. Good to
Hello,
see
Carrie.
you. Sharon's with us tonight. Hey, Sharon.
Hello, Sharon.
Judy's here. Hey, Judy.
Hi, Judy.
Good to see you. Brooke's here. Oh, Brooke.
Hello, Brooke.
Brooke, the Santas. You changed your picture.
She did. She did.
It always throws us off when you guys change your profile.
It does. It
So I don't
does.
really recognize you. But I'm here for the teddy bears. That's cute too.
Mhm.
But I do enjoy the Santas. Always enjoy the Santas. All right. Scrolly scroll. Tina's here in the chat. Hey, Tina.
Hi, Tina. Hello, Tina.
Paula's with us. Hey, Paula.
Paula.
Good to see you. Let's see. Sandy B's here. Hey, Sandy.
Hello, Sandy.
Brenda's with us. Hey, Brenda.
Hello, Brenda. Sent my boss home on Tuesday. He came in sick. Yep. When y'all are sick, go home. Relax. Get over it.
Karen Lord's here. Hey, Karen.
Karen.
Good to see you. Historical Buff is back with us. Thank you for being here. Sandra is with us.
Hello, Sandra.
And Tracy. Hey, Tracy.
Tracy. Good to see you, Tracy.
I think I got everybody. If I missed you, I'm sorry if I did. Apologies in advance if I skipped over you. But welcome in. Thanks for being here tonight. All right. So most of you are familiar with how the sale is going to roll, but we'll go over it just in case we have some new friends joining us. Maybe we have somebody in the Lurkers Lounge tonight. So welcome in. And if anybody has questions as we go along, don't hesitate to ask them down in the chat. Let me get my slides up here. First, you want to be in the best version of the chat. So make sure you're in live chat, all messages, and not top chat. If you're in top chat, it's going to filter out some of the comments. You might miss something or miss a bid. So just always check and make sure you're in live chat. And we do experience a lag here on YouTube, unfortunately. We can't make that go away totally, but we do have a couple of tools you can utilize throughout the sale. We do encourage you to refresh often so you can close out of YouTube to do that. Or the quicker option, if you tap on the right-hand upper corner where my little logo is at, you can find a gear wheel icon and find playback speed. And if you are lagging behind, if you hit playback speed and 2 times, if you're lagging behind at all, you're going to sound funny. We're going to sound funny to you until you're caught up with us again. So do that as often as possible to refresh, especially before you do put in any bids. That's always a good idea to do that. You can also find on a computer down in the lower right-hand corner the same settings for that gear wheel icon. We will be doing all auction style this evening. So that will be the bidding, and we'll give you a starting price. I will highlight it on the screen. So that'll be highlighted in the lower left-hand corner. And we will tell you anything that we know about the item as we go along, any kind of measurements, errors, makers, that sort of thing, and note if there's any kind of issues. So any repairs, chips, damage, that sort of thing, we'll do our best to show all that out to you while we're live. And if you're interested in bidding on anything tonight, all you have to do is type your bids down into the chat, and I will highlight them as I see them come into StreamYard. So that will be highlighted on the screen. And we will do a 20-second countdown to account for the lag. Hopefully that's enough time to get everybody's bids in there, but we do encourage you to bid early if it's something that you're interested in. If you wait too long, likely you will come in after the bid end. So the highest bid that we see come in before Karen G's bid end will be the winner. We're also doing just in cases here on the channel tonight. So all that we ask is that you have at least one straight bid on the current item to use it just in case during the countdown. You can put that single straight bid in there anytime that you would like. You can do that right before the countdown if you have super fast internet. Go for it. But as long as you have one bid in there, then you can use it just in case. That's the max amount that you're willing to pay for the item plus the letters JIC. during the countdown only. And the just in case, if your just in case bid is the highest before Karen's bid end, we'll bid you up $1 over the next highest amount. Do keep in mind that multiple just in cases that come in before the bid end do turn into regular bids. If you win an item from either Jason or I tonight, we do need an email sent to us, and I'll show our emails here in a moment. With your YouTube screen name, your real name if it's different from your screen name, your full shipping address, and an email that we could send your PayPal invoice to. We only do our invoicing in PayPal, but if you don't have a PayPal account, that's okay. You can still shop with us. Just let us know when you send that email to us with your information that you would like a guest checkout. When we send our invoices out, we can send you a direct link to that invoice with, then you can check out with any debit or credit. And keep in mind, when we do send our invoices out, payment is due within 24 to 48 hours of receiving that invoice. And here's our emails. They are here on the screen. You can also find them down in the description of the video and pin in a comment at the top of the chat. All right. So pretty easy to find our information. And I do know that my lovely mod squad does put them into the chat throughout the sale so that you can find that information. So very important if you're a brand new buyer to make sure and email us your information. Shipping is not included with the winning bid price. That is additional. We do use Pirate Ship to get discounted shipping rates. That is why we need your full shipping address so we can calculate your shipping. It's based on your zip code in relation to our zip code, the weight and size of your package. We do have shipping available to anywhere in the U.S., Canada, and Australia. And I'll let Jason talk about that last point, and then we'll talk about when we're doing our invoicing this week.
All righty, gang. If you purchase from me here tonight and you don't want to pay shipping, and you can get to my brick and mortar, which is located in Ephrata, Pennsylvania, Adamstown, Pennsylvania. I'm right outside of Lancaster. Let me know, and we will not charge you for the shipping. We will just invoice you for the item or items, and then we will discuss on when you want to pick it up at my shop. It's that simple. So please, if you want to utilize that, make sure you let us know that. And then any communication about picking it up at my shop, let's keep that in the emails. That way, if there's any important information, I don't want it to get missed like here in the chat. We can hold things for, reasonable time. And we do have the Extrav coming up in 2 weeks. It is the end of the month. It's the 24th to the 28th. So if you're coming in town for that and you purchase in any of the upcoming sales, you can pick it up at Mother Tucker's. It's literally that simple. So that's it. Always thank you, Amy.
All right. So for me, I'm going to be doing invoicing tomorrow. So I will send you an email when your invoice has been sent at some point tomorrow, hopefully in the earlier part of the day. And I do ship from Michigan. And then Jason will talk about his, and then we'll talk about little different things coming up for next week.
Yep, we have some bullet points, gang. So I ship out of Pennsylvania, like I mentioned. I will be doing all of my packaging on Saturday, and then Tina will send out invoices Saturday afternoon or Saturday evening. At some point, you will receive them from us. Just a quick side note, please, if you can, tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern over on Whatnot, Tina has her jewelry sale. So please, it is Mother Tucker's Tina. Head on over, check her out over there on Whatnot. And I do want to announce, and I'll say it again at the end, I finally have a fun video that I edited. So I hope to be back I think I was doing well. And maybe you guys can let me know over on my channel in a comment section. I thought Fridays at 6 p.m. were doing pretty good. So I do have a video that will go up tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern. It's kind of fun. I do something different in it. So you'll have to check it out. And then after you're done watching it, you can go hang out with Tina over and Whatnot. So thank you, Amy.
All right. So because we are just doing our single sale this week and invoicing like normal, next week's going to look a little different. We do not have fantastic finds on Thursday next week because of schedule changing. I'm going to be going to Springfield Extravaganza. And so we have shifted our Thursday sale to Monday. Okay. So Jason and I are going to be doing our big Halloween extravaganza on Monday.
Dun, dun, dun.
So Monday is all going to be Halloween. So Jason's you can already see a little sneaky peek of some of the stuff Jason's going to be bringing on Monday. I'm going to be working on my preview tomorrow for that. So that's exciting. I know it's challenging to find enough Halloween to do a wholesale of Halloween. I know both of us look for it all year round. So that's going to be exciting. Not saying that we're going to be done with Halloween, but it's going to be mainly Halloween on Monday. And then Sunday for me, I do have a special sale with Catherine Young is going to be coming on my channel on Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern. So normally I have a video that comes out at 5 p.m. Eastern on Sundays. It's actually going to come out at 4 p.m. Eastern. So before our sale starts, my video will drop an hour early. But Catherine and I, it's not going to be all Halloween. It's kind of a mixture of stuff. I did do my preview for that today. So both of those broadcasts are up there. So if you want to set reminders, you can go under the live tab on my channel. You can set reminders for both of those things. So that's why we're not combining shipping this week with those things. That's why we're doing this one separately. And then anything next week will be combined. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense.
And Amy was asking me before we went live. I'm not sure yet, but me and Tina may fill the Fantastic Find slot on the 18th then. But please make sure you are subscribed to us, following us on Instagram. We will make sure to give everybody enough notice. We just got to figure out. There's a lot going on with Extravagant stuff. So when we know, we'll let you guys know.
Yeah. And I do have, since we didn't have community share last week, I do have a few photos to share tonight from Brian and Dennis tonight. So stick around for that after the sale. So that means Monday for our Halloween sale, there will not be community share because we're kind of doing it every other week right now to spread out the photos. Okay. Yeah. So until I get enough in the queue to add them in weekly, we're just doing every other week for right now. All right. So let's see. Jason, do you want me to...
Please. It'll be bad karma if I go first.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Okay. I'm going to start with a choice tonight. I'm going to start with a choice. And these are really stinking cute. And hey, Critter Girl, thanks for being here. Oh, I hear Parmesan. He's out. He's out in the hallway. I hear him. All right. I have these teeny little celluloid babes, and they're so cute with their little dresses. I'm not sure if you guys have seen my preview, but I found these all over the weekend. So what is up with this? This happened one time before.
Yeah.
A little there, that's normal.
There you go. Yep.
It's like really large. Okay. So I have 3 of these little celluloid babes, and they all have these skirts, and they're attached to the back of them. Like they're not, I don't know, pushed up that way. They are actually glued to their backs this way. I have not run across any like this before. So I have 3 different ones. And so this one I'm calling Pink. Her little skirt is pink and white kind of polka dots. And then look at that. You get a booty shot in the back. That's how they all are. That's how they all are in the back. Just a little peekaboo action there in the backside. And they do have little jointed arms. And I guess they all kind of have like one arm up. That's how I found them.
They're waving hello. Hello.
I know. They're just waving hi. And they're just little itty bitties. They're so cute. Okay, so this one I'm calling Pink. This one I'm calling Plaid. All right, so she is same fashion, but her little dress is pink and white plaid instead of polka dots. See that? See how they're in the same position?
I love these. I had something similar a few years ago, but not the same.
And then the last one I'm calling, well, it's kind of tan. I guess it's kind of tan. Little stripes with kind of leaves on it. She's the only one that's kind of not waving, although she kind of looks like she wants to hug you. So a little bit different, but they all have their dresses up in the back. They're glued to the back of their heads. So I found celluloid dollies. I've just never found any quite in that kind of pose before. I think they're darn cute. And these were the only 3 that they had. So I had to get them all. All right. So right now I see Angela has the high bid at 12. So this is for choice, and we're looking for 13 or more. We are going to try and move it along quickly tonight. All right. So get your bids in there if you're interested in anything tonight. So we're going to claim by so plaid, pink, or tan. Okay. So keep in mind as we do the countdown, which one or ones are you interested in? And celluloid wise, they are all in about the same condition. I don't really see like major denting or color loss or anything like that. They're all in about the same shape. All right, let's count them down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid in. And they all have a little Japan tramp stamp there on the top of their butts.
Yeah, I think the ones I had a year or so ago had their rear ends exposed as well.
All right, there's bid in from Karen. All right, so Angela had the high bid at 12. Looks like Melanie had it just in case of 15. So Melanie for 13, let me know if you want plaid, pink, or tan, or a combination. Angela, you are on deck.
She wants the pink and plaid.
And plaid. Pink and plaid. All right. Keeping these two gals together. You got it. All right. So, well, that's all I could think to call it, Renee. It's a tattoo on the back. I don't know. All right, Angela, if you're interested in Little Miss Tan Gal, let me know, and I can just watch the chat. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, these are going to be $5 choice, and this is a pretty ambitious choice round. So I'm going to get it out of the way here early, and hopefully you guys are interested. So is everything all right, Amy?
Yeah, I just clicked out of the screen. Not Amy too.
All right, so these are going to be $5 choice, and it's going to be choice on, I think these are from the 1990s, okay? So these are glass Halloween ornaments, and I believe these are from the 1990s, okay? They're not Radco. I don't even know if they're that ornaments around the world. I could not find a lot of information on some of these. Usually when they have that star, these were probably sold in boutiques in the 90s. Some of them, not these, but they even probably make them today. So it'll be $5 choice. These are glass ornaments, and they are all in very good condition. So this one is a little girl who is dressed up like a witch. Okay, and this is getting washed out. This is a very, very pale orange that she's wearing. So $5 choice. She has a little black cat here, and she's sort of scared. She sort of has her hand in her mouth there. She's a scared little girl, and it's actually fully three-dimensional. So you can see the little kitty cat is in between her legs there. So this will be your first choice, and this one measures 4 inches tall. So that measures 4 inches tall. So let me get in there so you guys can actually see the detail. My lights are washing these out. So that one is 4 inches, and this one will be letter A, okay? So we're looking for $5 start. This one is really, really cool. This one is a crow. So we have this fun crow here with some black. Cool. You can see black glitter on here. So these would be fun to mix in with your displays. Maybe you're going to do a Halloween tree this year. And again, these are glass. These are glass ornaments, and they're pretty detailed, I think. So this will be letter B, if anybody's interested, B for bird. And you can look at how detailed he is. I think he's cool, Melanie. And he is double-sided. So he does have his eye and his face on that.
Maybe he's a raven instead of a crow.
Maybe he is a raven. I think you're probably right. Could be both. You're probably right. And you can see how detailed he is down there. He's on his perch. And this guy here comes in at 4.5 inches tall. So he is 4.5 inches tall. So he'll be letter B. This one's really fun. This one is letter C. Here we have a hootie hoo. We have a fun owl. Look how glittered up he is. You can see that he has this tan kind of cream color about him. Again, these are really fun. You don't see all these. Do you think they are, Joe? Okay, they might be Kurt Adler. You can tell that they are a very high quality glass ornament. I call them contemporary, but they're not like brand new. Like I didn't go to the store and just buy these, this year. So this one's going to be letter C, and this guy's 4.5 inches tall. So if you guys really love Halloween and you love decorating for fall, I think these would be fun. You could actually, use them in a display. You could hang them in with your garland. You could do all sorts of different things. This one's really fun. Look at the kitschy little glass bat. He even has rhinestones.
Oh my gosh, look at him.
He even has rhinestones in his eye. He's
so
a little
cute.
chubby little bat, and you can see he's gray, and the rhinestones in his eyes, they're green, and you can see where they kind of painted his belly a little bit, and there's the back of him, and he measures 3.5 inches tall, so he's 3.5. So if y'all are keeping tabs, he's letter D, okay? So the owl was C, the bat is D. This one is a really cute one. We have this fun little witch, okay? So she actually has an attached broom. So she actually has a little broom. She's just sitting there. Look, she has some glitter detail there on her apron, little polka dot little dress that she's wearing. Her hat is green. Her hair is orange. She's super cute. She's going to be letter E, and she measures 3.5 inches tall, okay? So I see everybody's bids. We're in with Dana at 7, and of course, no Halloween is complete without a piece of candy corn. So you can see that's a candy corn ornament. It has all tons of different colored, it's ombre, and it has a lot of glitter on it. I don't want to say different colored glitter because it's all pretty much the same color. So that piece measures 3 inches. That's going to be letter F. So I'll do them in reverse really, really quick, and then we're going to count them down. So we're looking for 8 or more. This one is letter F. That's your candy corn. This one is letter.
Like candy corn, or you hate candy corn.
I know, and I like candy corn. I can't say it's my
I like
go-to
it mixed with
the cashews.
Yeah,
I like it with the cashews.
Like the payday kind of.
Yeah,
not on their own though.
She even has green eyes. She's really, really detailed. So she'll be letter E. And for those of you that are asking, why aren't you using Garden Guy Bill's board? I was afraid these were going to fall off the board. So I had to just do it the old school way.
I love the fat little bat. He's
fat, little chubby. Look at his fangs. Hello, Amy. I'm a friendly bat. So he's letter D. He'll be D. Owl is C. And again, they all have the same star. So there's the owl, and that was letter C. I think you're right, Amy. I think that is a raven. So the raven is letter B for bird. And then this girl's getting washed out, but in person, she's really, really detailed. I don't know if she's dressed up as a witch or what she is, but she has her little kitty cat, and there you can see the tail poking through. So she'll be letter A. So let's go ahead and do a countdown on these. We're looking for 9 or more. We are doing just in case for active bidder. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And high bidder gets first choice on which one or ones they want. And I will move swiftly, but I got these all together, and I was envisioning maybe somebody wanted multiples to put on a tree. So I didn't want to break them up in different sales. So I see you, Terry, with just in case of 10. Wings is in with a just in case of 26. There is our bid end. Thank you so much, Karen G. So Wings at $11. You get first choice of whichever ones you want. So this one is letter A. That one was B. Hopefully I did that slow enough. This one is letter C. Bat is D. Little witch here with her broom is E. And then last but not least, F for food was the candy. So you have choice starting with letter A all the way to F with the candy. And Terry, you'll have backup at 10. So if you can just kind of hang out here in the chat to see what Wings wants. You want the girl. You want B, A, the girl. B, the raven, and D, the fat bat. All right, those are yours, Wings. Thank you so much. So remaining, Terry, if you were interested at 10, we had F, the candy corn. We had E, the little witch with her broom. And then we had C,
Terry,
the owl.
The owl.
Terry, the owl is
and
yours.
Then you also had Shannon.
Okay.
Next in line.
So Shannon.
And also Dana.
All right. So Shannon, if you could let me know at your bid if you were interested in the candy corn or the witch, and I can watch the chat. And who was right after Shannon? Shannon took a pass. So who was?
It was Dana.
Dana. So Dana, if you were interested in either of these, they'd be $7 each.
I think that was everybody.
All right. Yeah. And thank you so much. If you pass, we'll bring them back for the recap. Thank you guys so much. Just let me know if you're interested in those two that remain. Thank you.
All right. Welcome in, everybody that's just joined and hopped on. Thanks for being here tonight. All right. I've got some doggies. Dana's passing.
Gotcha. Right. Thank you, guys.
I do have some shakers for my next round, and they are the cutest little doggo shakers. I had not run across these in the wild before, and their cold paint is really good. Now, there's one tiny little issue, and it's on this one here. It does have a little touched up chip on the top of its ear. It's like just kind of a shave off there, but I did notice I can feel it with my finger, and somebody did touch it up, not me. So this was the condition that I found them in. They are, they do both have cork stoppers in the bottom. So both of them have Japan stickers and corks in the bottom. And the black, the faces, the eyes, the bow ties, mouth, and the pink. So pretty much 100% cold painted on these. The only thing that is not paint is the white that you're seeing. So that is the ceramic base. So pretty good scratching wise. They're nice and shiny. That is for sure. And I like that they're different poses. I liked that they molded them a little bit differently. You know, because dogs just tend to sit how any old way they like to. I think that they are, I don't know, they might be boxers, they might be French bulldogs. I'm not sure what kind of dogs those are supposed to be. And they don't have the polka dot kind of bow tie like I'm used to seeing for like art. So I'm not really sure manufacturer on these. I actually could not find these guys, and I had not seen them before, but I thought they are cute for every day, but cute for fall and maybe into Halloween as well, because they are just black and white little doggos. I think they're darn cute. And measurement for these guys, they are 3 1/4 by about 2.5 inches tall. And really the only issue that I could find was just the little touched up chip on the one's ear. Just a little tiny bit of paint scratching, but very minimal. I don't think any of it's going to really come in on camera, but otherwise good shape. I see Miss Ashley, hello Ashley, is in at 16. So we are looking for 17 or more. I'm going to count them down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. I was trying to spy. Yep, Parmesan's curled up in a ball now. That's good. He has been a holy terror. To me, when I've been down, he has been a holy terror. All right, there is a just in case from Ashley, and there is Karen's bid end. Ashley, you didn't need your just in case. They are coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, $20. $20. And this guy might look, he might look familiar, but he's a little different. We kind of gave him a different look. So I had this guy.
You made him a Halloween kitty.
Made this guy a few weeks ago. Tina and I had a vision. So together we made him or her into a little witch kitty cat. So the little spider is attached here to the tail. You can take it off. The hat I did not attach because maybe you want to just put it on at Halloween time. But it is a flocked little vintage witch's hat. He is a flocked plastic kitty cat bank. I think this looks great for Halloween. He is made in Hong Kong. He has his original little stopper there. There is a little bit of flocking that is missing, but this little kitty cat is super cute. So the lips glow. Some of the other details glow under black light. So if you want to use kitty cat friend in your Halloween display, look how cool that is underneath the black light. So if you had little witch friend
on the tail.
I do too. And it's actually like a little plastic ring. And then here, it still has its original paper foil label. It does say love, and it is a little bank. So it is a little bank here. So again, super cute. A matter of fact, when we were adding the details to it, we've collected flocked pieces for decades, and I've never seen this one. So I have never seen this one before. I'm not saying it's rare. It's just one that we had never come across. So you can see that some of the flocking is missing on him. With him or her, it measures 6.5 inches tall. So again, I think this is a real cute piece for your Halloween display. 3-dimensional little kitty cat. It is made of, it is the blow mold style, and it is flocked. And that is a little vintage cap. It actually came off of one of those little pom-poms from like the 70s or the 80s, and the pom-pom had fallen apart. So we kind of took it off, and we thought the cute little hat doesn't it even look cuter than it did before, Amy? This is what I was kind of envisioning. So, and I do have a really big surprise coming up. I did preview the composition doll in the chair, and Tina actually did something that she hasn't done in a few years. She got crafty. So hang tight, guys.
To the doll?
Yeah, to the doll. That's coming up. Okay. And I have to say that this in front of the doll. Hello, Catworm. Good to see you. This little kitty cat in front of that doll, I think, pulls it all together. But I can't show you what she did to it until we get to it. So one more time, $20. I think that's well worth it just for the flocked kitty cat. And then, of course, I think black cats are fun during Halloween. These are plastic eyes. So it's plastic eyes there. Everything is airbrushed and painted on there. And he also, he or she doubles as a bank. This is not flocking that's missing. I just want to note that, because maybe on your screen you're thinking, oh, Jason, you're trying to sell me a cat with missing flocking on the front. No, that's paint. They're painted white spots.
Little airbrush polka dots.
Yep, they're painted on it, and the face is painted on. The little pink mouth is painted on. The only place that's missing any flocking, and I don't know why, I have taken some of these out of the packs years ago. Right here, we have some flocking missing. But nobody wants kitty cat friend, even when he's done up as a witch. So we'll put him to the side, and we'll bring him back, and we'll try him for a third time or fourth time.
I like what you did to him.
I think it's really neat.
Okay. I have not done one of these in a while. Oh, no. There's a lag. Isabel.
Thank you, Isabel. So let me just do a quick countdown. We'll count it down really quick. Thank you so much. Just in case for active bidders, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And again, the hat is not attached, but it stays on there pretty doggone good. Just in case you didn't want it on all the time. And you can take the spider off outside of the Halloween season. So thank you so much. It found its right home. Isabel, thank you so much. Congratulations.
Good. Real good. Congratulations, Isabel. And hello. Thanks for popping in. All right. I have a mystery box. I have not done one of these in a while. Actually, I purchased this box maybe about a month ago, and it was just an empty box. I love the graphics on this. And you can see I got a little overzealous here. It's a little too full. And now the lid doesn't fit all the way down. So it is completely full all the way to the top. Nothing is jiggling around in there. There's a lot. I don't know. If I don't get to make, I like to make Christmas ones, but I do like to make everyday ones as well. So if you like what the pattern is representing, the cutesiness on the outside, you're going to like what's on the inside of the box. I'm trying to think. There is something ceramic in here. There is something tin litho in here. There's a piece of jewelry. Okay. There's a couple toys in here. I really can't think. I don't remember everything that I put in here, but it is completely full. There's some ephemera in here. There might be something linen related in here. But I just loved this box. I'm not sure what originally came in this. Probably some shoes, maybe some clothing. A lot of times these little cutesy print ones would be some sort of children's fashion something would come in these. But I just loved the box itself. So, but it is completely chocked full. Everything that's in the box is vintage for sure. I'm trying to think if there's anything antique in the box. There might be something that's pushing antique in the box. But yeah, I maybe crammed it a little too full. That's why the box is not all the way at the bottom. But yes, I think Miss Debbie G got my last like regular mystery box. And it just has like the stamping on the back side of it. All right. I'm not sure, I didn't weigh it, how much it is. But definitely the contents are worth more than $25, what's in here. And if I could have crammed more, I probably would have. But I didn't. So Dana's in at 25. I'm going to tell you dimensions of the box real quick before we count it down. It does measure 5.5 by 4.5 by 3 3/4. Okay. And of course, you can use the box to store things in. I love to store things in vintage boxes like this. They're just really protected that way. And it also makes a cute riser if you want to build a display on top of it. I also think this would look really cute, like in a Christmas, underneath a little bottle tree or something like that. But the box is in overall really nice condition. Okay. I see Lemmy Lemon is in at 26. So we are looking at 27 or more. I'm going to count it down now. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. All right, Lemmy has a just in case. And welcome in, Lisa. Good to see you tonight. All right. There is that bid end from Karen. Dana, unfortunately, your just in case came in after the bid end. Don't forget to refresh, you guys. Unfortunately, yeah, sometimes the lag will get you. All right. So looks like Lisa had the high bid at 27. Lemmy had a just in case at 30. So Lemmy Lemon, congratulations. It's yours for 28. Thank you so very much.
$28, Amy. And this planter I have seen before, and I have wanted to be able to sell it. And I was really, really excited when Tina got home on Tuesday, and she actually got it at an estate sale. So for $28, $28. If anyone
Lemmy, I'm not sure. Why don't you just send it to me again? I'm not sure if I do or not. Maybe it's been a while. So just email me. Thank you.
So this is a really fun kitschy planter. This is one that you can leave out all year long if you guys love bears. Maybe if you love the navy, maybe you guys want to put this in your mermaid bathroom so that your mermaids have a little sailor friend. This planter is made by Enarco. There is one little rub right here on the back of his collar, a little rub right there. And then there is one or two little rubs right here inside the top of the rim, okay? But really, they could be even manufacturing defects, and they were probably covered up by plants or flowers. So some folks attribute this to a child's planter. I don't see. I mean, the colors are definitely a child's color, but I think this is one that you can use in a lot of different decor. I don't think it necessarily just has to go in with your child style planters. So at one time, he was 99 cents. There is just a little bit of the original Enarco sticker that remains. He is as clean as I could get him. This is a very nice large size planter. I love the fact that he is on the phone. He's kind of calling in all the ships, I think. He's got one of those old candlestick style telephones, and he is just super cute. If y'all love kitsch, if you love pastel colors, if you love bears, if you love mermaids and maybe sailors, this little guy is for you. He measures 7 inches tall, so he's 7 inches tall. He is 5 inches wide, and this is one of these kind of iconic little kitschy ones that you see pop up in a lot of people's decors. especially if they do, you know, I don't know, beach, seashore, summer. Maybe he would even be good in your next year 4th of July display. So he is like a satin. He's not bisque, so he is like a matte satin finish, which I do love those. They're very easy to clean. There's no cold paint missing. I did note that he has that one little rub right there on his collar, and no other damage that I can report. I just think he's super cute. Amie, have you ever been able to find one of these?
I've not found that one. No.
Do they have other ones like this that are
a different, like usually with those they did a different colorway, like
That's
the
what I
blue and
thought.
pink were reversed, but I don't know if I've seen the Sailor Bear one.
I kind of love the whole sailor motif here on the top. He's got his little sailor hat on. He has his little collar right there, his little bandana. You can see where they painted the wire on the phone there in yellow, so it's those three colors. Eyes are in super good condition. I just think he's really fun. I could actually see you using this in a mermaid bathroom. Use this to hold your brushes, hold other things, maybe actually put a plant in it if you want to. But again, he's probably from the early 1960s is what I believe. Like I said, I'm going to try to show you. You can see the Japan part of the Enarco sticker that remains there on the bottom. But again, he's really, really fun. And he's a nice size. He is 7 inches tall by 5 inches wide. And again, he's really, really fun. I have some other pieces coming up. I was kind of thinking maybe if you did something like this, you know, in your display, you could even put that book in there if you want to. Again, maybe you want to put some seashells in it. So when it's on your countertop, you could see the seashells from the top. But again, he is just really, really fun. And he's really, really neat. I'm trying to see here if he has any damage. I don't know if that's a manufacturing defect or not. But we're going to sit him to the side, and we'll bring him back for the recap. But if you're interested, he was $28. Over to you, Miss Amie.
I don't know if I've seen that one before. I was trying to think, because I know they did a lot of different bear ones, but I don't know if I've seen the Sailor Bear. Okay. Before I do my next round, we have a birthday in the house. I was waiting for Minx to get here in the chat. So,
Minx!
Minx, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I can't. Is it tomorrow, Minx? I know on Tuesday, it was a couple days from Tuesday, so it's either today or tomorrow. I can't remember. But happy birthday, Minx.
Virgo. Virgo.
Thanks for being here. All right. And now I lost my chat. There we go. Okay. This guy, I cannot find this guy. I could not find him. When I came across him, I had never seen him before. I did ask Jason if he'd ever seen him before, and I had not. And I could not find him on the depths of the internet anywhere existing. So I'm not sure if he's supposed to have a counterpart at all. I do know that Sansko was pretty well known for doing mixed media ceramic pieces. And they do have some like devil kind of girls that have feathers or fur, like applied fur to them. And he has little furry breeches, and I'm here for it. He has little furry underpants.
He's cool.
I love it. It's not rabbit fur like a lot of the applied ceramics have. It feels more like carpet is the best way that, like shag carpet is the best way that I can describe what that feels like. But he does not have any damage. And he has like kind of a German style hat on. And then he's got a bow and arrow. I don't know if he is supposed to be an archer. I don't know if he's supposed to be like an interpretation of Peter Pan. I'm not really sure, but I couldn't find him. I don't know what I can tell you about him, but he's very cool. He does not have any damage at all. He just has a little bit of crazing in the glaze, but otherwise he's really good condition. So he does still have the Sansko sticker there on the bottom. And I actually was supposed to bring him last week when I had like more kind of fairy kind of stuff last week, and I forgot him because he was on my shelf behind all the Halloween stuff, and then I found him. But yeah, I wish I had more information that I could tell you about him, but because I can't find him, Even on Worth Point, goes all the way back to like 2008. I can't find any of him at all, and I can't find any other like figurines that look like him, like a series or something that goes with him. Can't find anything. So I think that he's on the harder to find side, if that is for sure. But yes, he has furry breeches. Can you guys see that? Yeah.
It's kind of like the kind of fur that Christ uses sometimes
Yep.
on their pieces for fur.
Yep. Kind of.
So fun.
I think
I've
he's
never
awesome.
seen him before.
I don't know. I haven't either. And it really excites me when I run across ceramics that I've never seen before, out in the wild, because yeah, I just like to find those weirdos, and he's certainly a weirdo, and I'm here for it. It is a loincloth. It definitely is a loincloth. But we'll bring Mr. Loincloth back at the recap.
All right. $18, Amy. I'm going to switch gears a little bit. $18. And this past week, I was fortunate enough to find one of these celluloid girls. She has the gray hair. She is made in Japan. She definitely has a dress that is made out of fabric. I've never had one like this before. A lot of these are one of a kind. She has her original Japan sticker here on the bottom, if it wants to focus. Her arms are on. They are a little loose, but they're still on. So it's this fun plastic celluloid little like flapper girl. You can't really pull the cover back too much, because back in those days when they made these, they usually used push pins to hold the components in. So you can see there is a little push pin holding that in. There are a few push pins holding in parts of her bonnet and even part of her dress. It's original the way I got it. I think somebody clipped on this fun little clip-on earring. I do believe these little gems, they are plastic. They don't fluoresce. I kind of wish they did. You can even see back here where it is embossed that she is. Let's see if we can get it. You can see the embossing. That does say made in Japan. So thank you, Karen. I think she's really fun too. So she definitely has like a little Victorian flair, kind of like a 50s flair with a little bit of deco. Here you can see the push pin is coming out a little. She measures 9 inches tall. So the doll itself measures 9 inches tall. When she stands, you actually use the dress for her to stand on. So then the dress makes her 10 inches. So there's about an extra inch of fabric there that then makes her this beautiful girl. I think she'd be fun in all of your Flapper Girl displays. I think she would look fun with all your celluloid dolls. And just with the color pink, I think you could kind of mix her into a non-traditional Christmas if you do some pinks. She does have her undergarments on, so they went all the way out. They actually gave her some undergarment. There is a little tiny bit of a stain there on that, but you really don't see it. And then underneath, you can see the rest of her. So she is that whole little plastic celluloid penny doll. And I do love the original made in Japan sticker there on the bottom. So $18. I think she would be really fun for any of your
silver hair.
I do too. I think that's what makes her super unique. And the way the arms, the way the string hangs out a little bit, you can kind of move the arms however you want. You could even tighten the string a little bit if you want. But I could see you putting something in there, maybe having her hold something with the way the arms are down like that. So again, made in Japan. I would say she's probably from the 1930s to the 50s, somewhere in that time frame. I'm not too sure if the dress is exactly from the period or what, but this is the way it came. I actually bought a couple other dolls at the estate. There's some homemade fairy ones that'll be coming to an upcoming sale, and she was a sister to some of those. So again, let me get you in there so you can see. Look at her eyebrows. Her eyebrows are actually like a pinkish red. So I don't know if that's picking up. You can see they're kind of a pinkish red. There's no real, maybe just a little indent right there, just maybe a little tiny indent, but nothing major, and the body is fully intact. So $18. I'm going to put her to the side, and we're going to keep on moving, Amy. Back to you.
Okay. I have something I usually don't pick up, but I liked her. So I have an ashtray. I believe that is what she is an ashtray. And we're going to have her censored. I will show her briefly, but we will have her censored, okay? Because she is a nude. All right, so she's a bathing beauty, and it is this amazing deco ashtray. I absolutely love this. I love the style of it, and so we're gonna censor her here, and I will show her probably once. All right, but I do want to show you the marking on the bottom. All right, so it does have. I don't know if that's gonna focus or not. So it has this flower marking. I have had some other pieces with this. This is the Hotayu Shoten, made in Japan, marking there on the bottom. They did mostly like figural vases, some mostly like just motif things. But this is very unusual for them to do that with these. Let me get caught up on the chat. All right, I see Christy and I see Wings, both in 40. Christy's got the first 40. All right. Now, I'm going to turn her to the back before we show the front. All right, there's a little paint loss right here on the back of her hair. All right, right there. Hopefully, it's going to focus for me. Come on, camera. Right in there. You see that spot right there? Yes, that is some paint loss right there on the back. And then the base of the ashtray has this kind of blue and brown and kind of some different kind of just watercolor kind of style painting on the sides of it. There's no chipping to it. All right. And then the base of it is kind of like a grayish purple kind of in the base there. All right. And her face is really lovely painted. Hopefully you can see that. She does have eyelashes and pursed lips and kind of reddish brown hair. Okay. Let me see if I can say that again. Hotayu Shoten is the marking. Okay. Hotayu Shoten. It is kind of like a flower in a wreath, like a laurel wreath with a flower in the center of it. I wish it would focus, but it's not going to do it. All right. So here's your brief peek. Okay, there we go. That's what you get. Okay. But it's much lovelier in person than it's showing on camera, I assure you, just because, and it's very, very highly detailed when you get in person. They also did a lot of the shaker sets that have like the fan and the legs that bob back and forth. The nodding shakers, if that makes sense to you. It has the little square base, and then the legs go up and they rock back and forth, and then she's got a little fan. They also made those. Okay. Okay. Size. Yes, I was getting there. All right. So measurement for her, she is about 5 inches, 5 inches in diameter. All right. To the widest point. It is not a perfect circle, but about 5 inches, and then about 4 inches tall. Okay. So that is the size there. So she has a good, decent size piece. I do have a brooch. I'll show you that in there so you can kind of get like a size reference. Okay. So there's a brooch in there for size wise. It's a decent size piece. Definitely you could display some jewelry and several things in there. Okay. Let's count her down. I see Christy's in at 41. So we are looking for 42 or more. And I'm going to count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and end. I look at the small bathing beauties all the time. All the time. And they are hundreds of dollars every time I see them. All right. We're going to keep it PG here tonight. William, that includes you. All right. There is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right. There at the end, looks like Tracy had a 42 in there. And Chrissy had a just in case of 53. Tracy came back in there with a straight bid of 55. But Wings had a just in case of 70. So Wings at 56, it is coming to you. Congratulations. And if you want to see, there is a picture of it. If you want to see her full on, it's over on my post feed. All right, if you want to see a picture. Thank you so much.
All right, Amie, $14 $14, and this does have damage, but I can never let these behind when I find them. So, because I don't find them often. This is only the second time I found this. So $14. Actually, Amy, can you change that? I just saw something else. Make it $12. We're going to start this at $12. So
You got it.
this would be a good starter for somebody until they find one that's in a little better condition. So, I have an original made in Germany. It is a Rose O'Neill Kewpie plate. You can already start to see where the damage is. So there is a little chip out of it right here. And then when I changed the amount, I just noticed that there is a little smooth chip right up here. So hopefully you guys can see that. And there is a small little line. But I'm confident that I can ship this. It doesn't seem like it's brittle or anything's wrong with it. And to be honest with you, some of these little Kewpie plates, I can never find them to bring to a live sale. And the way I had it in a plate stand, honestly, the way the plate stand held it, you did not notice the damage. So $12. It is in the pink and white motif. Hopefully you guys are seeing that. We have these two fun little Kewpies. Look at this one little Kewpie here. He's got his little derpy little socks on. He's got his hair pulled back, and the other one is pointing up to the sky. I don't know if he's predicting snow or what's going on, but he has his scarf or bandana up over his head. So, again, these graphics are really, really cute.
That's great.
And again, it is an older one made in Germany. Here is the mark on the back if it wants to focus so you guys can see. Again, you can see, I don't know if it started to chip and somebody put some glue on it, but it really feels like a pretty doggone safe plate. So, $12, this could be your starter plate. This could be, you put it in the back of a display. You're not going to really notice it. And again, then you could always, I'm sure you'll always be able to get your money back out of it if you find something that's better. So the size on it, where did I write that? It is 5 1/4 inches in diameter. It is porcelain, so it is a porcelain plate. And actually, when I purchased it, I did not know that it had damage. So once I got it, I realized it had damage. But I do not find these porcelain pieces, so that's why I'm bringing it to a live, even though it has damage. I know. There's
not a lot of them out there from the 20s. There's not a lot. And if I come across any pieces of it, they're really expensive.
Even in an antique mall with this kind of damage, even at my store, it would come in at $40, even with the damage. And somebody would not think twice about purchasing it because it does show age. Somebody must have loved this to have kept it in their display. So again, a super cute little Kewpie plate. Look at their little bellies on there.
I have a teapot that matches this one.
Right.
It's repaired in 4 places.
Again, and you know what? I think with some of this older porcelain, that kind of gives it more of an attractive, more of a, I don't know, weathered kind of look almost about it. You can see where it has some of the details on it. It has some of the dimpling there. It kind of gives it a 3-dimensional effect. This, I would probably say for myself, would almost hinge on a B&B plate, like a bread and butter plate. It's about that size almost. So again, one more time, if y'all didn't hear, it does have a little bit of a chip right there. Okay, so it does have a chip. You're right, Joe. It does give it character. I didn't notice until under the ring light that we do have a flat little chip right there. Again, trying to disclose everything, not, don't want to hide anything. And then you can see that the line goes down into the rim here and follows through. But again, these pieces are not readily available, especially if you want to bring them to a live sale. So thank you, Dusty. I see you in for 12. We're looking for 13. Let's go ahead and count it down. We are looking for 13 or more, and we are doing just in case for active bidders. So
yes, Minx, it's 1920s.
Yes, Minx, sorry. Yes, it is from the 1920s. It is one of the original from Germany. It's focusing there. It is a Rose O'Neill with the copyright. It is one of the Kewpie plates. This is not a reproduction. This is original 1920s. But it does have some damage on it. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. The fact that it is still here, and even if it does have the damage, somebody loved it enough. This could have been their grandparents. It could have been their kids. Passed down to their kids, and it's just a very, very fun piece. So Thank you for the bid end, Karen. Congratulations, Dusty. It's coming to you for $12. Thank you so much.
All right. I love that Kewpie ware. I just don't see a lot of it.
No.
Which I don't. All right. This is going to be my highest start item of the sale. And I will give a thank you out to Jason and Tina for helping me with this because
thank me, Amy.
I struggled to identify this.
Me. That was all Tina, not me.
Yeah, but you both helped me. You both helped me with this.
It's just a go-between.
So this is a brooch, all right, and I'm fairly certain on the couple that I did find after I was able to identify it, is worth probably double of what I'm starting it at. But it is amazing. So I almost pulled it from the sale tonight. And I do have photos in case my camera does not cooperate. All right, and it's not going to, so we're going to pop it up here. And so this is a harder to find brooch here. And where is my photo here? And it is, there we go. I'll pop it up on the screen as I talk about it. So this is a glass and 9-to-5 sterling with a gold vermeil overlay brooch with a micro mosaic in the center. And it is a Metropolitan Museum of Art piece. And Jason and Tina both say that their pieces are replicas of antique jewelry most often, and they're very high quality and resemble as close to the original as possible. I don't know the exact age of this, although I do believe that it is vintage at least. And I will show you the back of it. All right, here's the back. And so the center of it, the clear that you're seeing is glass. All right, so clear glass in the center. And that kind of decorative thing in the center, that is the mechanism of which the micro mosaic is adhered to the glass from both sides. So that's what's holding the micro mosaic in place. And then very teeny tiny stamping on the back, Metropolitan Museum of Art on the back, and then 925 silver stamping. There is also coordinating earrings that go with this. And it's absolutely stunning. It's really like, it's a statement piece for sure in the front. And there's not one online that you can find like available to purchase right now. And actually the last set that I found, actually not even the set, the brooch that I found sold in 2014. For close to $300. Mm-hmm. But the set, so there is a matching pair of earrings that go with these as well. But it is just stunning in person. And I'm not quite sure. I have read in both of those things that they might be some sort of opal for the mosaic in the center. It could be lab created. It could be real. I don't really have a definitive way to tell you that. But there's no missing stones, no damage to the piece, just a little bit of patina to the gold overlay, but otherwise it's very nice condition. It does have a safety clasp on the back side in good working condition. And what I can tell you about the point, and I didn't take a picture of this, the point of the pin is not quite uniform. It is very kind of crude how it is made to come to a point. And the safety clasp is itty bitty teeny tiny on it. Good working condition. The hinge is really nice construction. Everything is how it is supposed to be there. But that's about what I can tell you about it. And
gorgeous piece, Amy.
It's really cool. It's one of the coolest pieces of jewelry that I think I've come across in a very long time. So I appreciate you guys looking at that, and we'll go ahead and bring that back and we'll get Jason started.
All right. $40, Amy. $40. And Tina just found this week. She was fortunate enough. I think the estate that she went to had some kitsch. So I have a Lefton bluebird, but I want to show you that these are notorious for having little flea bites. Okay. So this has a little teeny tiny little flea bite right here. So you can see the white little speck. Again, it is like the tip of a pencil. That other white you see is my ring light, but I'm trying to point you right here to that little spot right there. And it focused for a hot second. So you have that little teeny tiny nip right there, okay? You have two teeny tiny little, right there, that little white spot on his beak or her beak. So there you can see that right there at my index finger. And then you have this one right here on my index finger. Up here, there's a little manufacturing defect. There was like a little bubbling in the paint. Okay, but that's not damage. That's just a defect. I've sold enough ceramics to know that's a defect. So what I love about these pieces, it's starting at $40, is these little sugars. They make fun little trinket boxes. So they're these nice large figurines. There is not a little hole for the spoon in the back. So Amy, you're looking at me. It would be a sugar, right? It's not like a jam or anything. I'm pretty sure it's the sugar because it is marked.
Can I see the lid again?
Sure.
No, like the underside of the lid.
Oh, the underside? Yeah, there's no spot for a spoon. I was.
I think that is. I believe that's the sugar bowl. I think.
Yeah, I thought it was too. I just saw you look, and I had a moment of
panic. No, you're fine.
God, maybe because but I do know with the number on the bottom, it being 290, this would be the sugar bowl. There is one. I think it's the jam. Actually, has the opening for a spoon. So I think it's actually reversed of what normal is. That we're used to. But other than those little blemishes, it is in very, very good condition. So a lot of times on eBay or other platforms, you can usually get one or the other. So if you don't have the set and you want to get a creamer, you definitely could. You're just starting out with the sugar. I think it's fun to use as a little trinket dish. So because it has no spoon hole. So again, it's Lefton. It is 1950s, 1960s. One of Lefton's probably premier pieces that folks love to collect. You can see he or she has her little bow right there. Outside of those three little pinholes, it's in very, very good condition. I showed you that it is marked $290 on the bottom. There is no original Lefton sticker anymore, but it is by Geo Zoltan Lefton there on the bottom. That little hiccup there, that's in the manufacturing. That's in the mold. Super clean here on the inside. No disclaimers to talk about in there. Again, this piece is good all year round to decorate with. It measures 5 inches tall. So it measures 5 inches tall, and then it measures 3.5 inches wide. So $40, you could have yourself a beautiful Lefton bluebird, some iconic kitsch. Look at the way they detailed those wings.
I love how they paint the feathers on these.
I do too. I think they really did a good job. A lot of these ceramic pieces by Lefton, even if you find the bluebirds that hang on the wall, they did such a good job with these. Like they really, really look kitschy. They fit well with your PY pieces. And let me get in here so you can see those fantastic eyelashes in those eyes. Again, we do have the little blemish right there on the beak. I did note that. So again, there is that other little blemish right there on the other side. Not that I think is a deal breaker, and that also contributed to the price point of what we started it at. So $40 again, if anyone's interested, Lefton Bluebird. It is the sugar. Look how clean that is on the inside. I'm sure that has never, ever been used. And again, I know you can probably go on another platform and you can find a creamer if you want a set, and you could probably marry a set together, probably cheaper than it would be if you found them together. So I think I had sold a set not too long ago, and I started it around the same price. I had just had a creamer as well. So Caroline, thank you so much. I see you're 40, so we're looking for 41 or more. Again, it was the two little, their pin tip, their pencil tip. And then there's that one right here. That's a good view of that right there. So let's count it down. We're looking for $41 or more, just in case for active bidders. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. The only piece I have of this in my collection is I do have an egg cup. Kept an egg cup for myself. But it's a fun collection. Fun collection if you can find them. Thank you so much, Karen G, for the bid end. So Caroline, Thank you so much. He's coming to you for $40. Congratulations.
I don't have
Thank
any
you.
Lefton bluebirds. I have Miss Priss. I have
Right.
Winnie, and I have Snappy the snail, but I don't have
Right.
any bluebirds. All right, I need a bigger house. That's my problem.
I hear you.
I need a bigger house. All right. I do have. I haven't had one of these in a while. I think the last time I had one of these was in the springtime, maybe. And I have one of the Acme Japan leaf dancer fairies, and they did do two different series of these. So there's flower petal dancers, and then there's leaf dancers, and this is one of the leaves. And I believe that there's 4 different color variations, poses, if you will, to represent each of the seasons for the leaves. And she does not have any damage. She is really nice condition. Dusty, I see you. Thank you so much. Oh, yes, Dusty. Okay, I got it. I can't remember which ones I have had. I actually think the one I had in the springtime was the fall, and I think this is the spring or summer one. I can't really remember. I really should have a graphic prepared to show you all of them at one time, but sadly I do not. But there are flower petal ones as well that come in pastel color flower petals, but she is the leaf. You can see all the veining for the leaf and everything with her, and then she has sweet little blue flowers painted up in her hair. I love how detailed these are. It's made by Acme China, Japan. So that's the stamping there. Originally 49 cents there on the bottom. So she does not have any damage to her. She's in really nice condition. No repairs, anything like that with her. She is 3 3/4 by 3 inches tall. Perfect for fall time, I think, even though she's not the fall leaf. But I really like the colors in her too. All right, let's count her down. We're looking for 37 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, minute. I think there's more of the flowers. I want to say that there's 6. There's 6 different flowers.
I love it's like she's doing like an impersonate, like she's doing like a dance. She's doing a fall dance of the leaves.
I know it was 49 cents. Yeah. All right. There is a bit of end from Karen. Dusty, I saw you just in case you didn't need it. It's coming to you. Thank you so much.
$20, Amy. This is one of a kind. I previewed it. We found it. We found the doll. We found the composition doll with the chair, and we felt that it had a Halloween feel about it. So I had the hat, and I had this little staff. Tina went nay-nay. She said, nay-nay, that's not good enough. It's not good enough for our folks to come to Fantastic Find. So we used to do these things. I talk about it when we had time. So Tina kind of jazzed her up a little bit, and she made her a full
Oh, yeah, she did.
She made her a full-on Halloween witch. So this girl is definitely one of a kind. So a lot of these components, you can remove. Some of them you can't. So the little witch's hat is attached to her. There was a rough spot on the little composition doll's head, so we actually glued it to that spot. So if you remove it and something comes off, it was already missing there anyway. So Tina added a fun plastic spider to the hat. She actually gave her a sash. So that is a black sash that you can see with spider webs on it. It is a little clip-on silver spider that is attached. She went ahead and put some cobwebs all over our little doll friend. That is a little bat up here. So this is up in here. This is a little bat right here. And all this stuff is glued in. That's her little plastic glittered up little like wand or staff that is in her little hand. And you can see the hand has some chippiness to it. So then the cobwebs come down. There's a plastic spider here. Cobwebs come down. You have another spider right there. And then Tina interweaved, some of the webs across as if the spiders were making their own little nest. So I think this is really, really fun. The chair is actually a really nice wooden chair. The chair alone is worth the $20. It's an antique doll chair, from what I believe. So you have an antique doll chair, and then you have this fun little composition girl. So you can see that she has definitely some cataracts issues, but I think that adds to her spookiness. you know, and again, a lot of times I talk about this, and we used to make these kind of things, and we also would sell them at Mother Tucker's and things like that, but we just don't have the time to do it. So we were hoping that somebody would appreciate our vision and our creation. We don't do it often. So the hat is a fabric style hat that has, you know, orange webs on it. Nothing glows. I can't get too much closer. I will tell you that the doll is sitting on the chair. She is a jointed and could be signed composition doll. I believe she's from the 1930s or the 1940s. She actually has a pearl style little button here in the back. So you can see she would have been a high quality doll. There is some staining to the dress. And you can see here as I spin her around, I don't want to drop her. You can see there is some significant chipping here to the hand, but I think it's all a aesthetic that kind of, you know,
has the right amount of wear.
She does. And I think it gives it a good look. So, and she will sit with the chair. If you don't want her in the chair, you could take her out. But again, I think she's really fun. She's like a witch in training. She measures when she's sitting in the chair fully, she comes in at 16 inches tall. Then the doll itself is about 10 inches. So again, while she's sitting in the chair, she's 16 inches tall, okay? The doll is 10 inches. The chair itself measures 11, and the chair is all real wood. So let me see if I can hold her and show you the underside of the chair. So the chair is really neat. Some of those other pieces, they were like little plastic rings and things that Tina doctored up and attached. And again, she's really, really fun. She is a true vintage composition doll. She has both of her hands. That hand there is covered in webs, and then you can see where she has this little spider friend here crawling up here to this spider. This is a fun little bat, and again, I think she's definitely going to add to your fun, whimsical Halloween decor. So I'll just give her another moment. Tina really put a lot of hard work into this. I hope you guys see and appreciate it. Again, this is a one-of-a-kind, something we don't do that often. And again, the hat is glued. We kind of went back and forth to see if we were going to glue the hat on or not. But seeing that she had already had a big chunk of the composition missing, that's where Tina attached the hat. And you can bend this top part however you want it. If you want it more up, you can curl it up. If you want to curl it more, you can. So definitely one of a kind. We're looking for 21 or more. Let's go ahead and count her down. Probably would want to ship this by itself. I don't really want to package this with a bunch of other things and fear damaging it. I think you guys that know one of a kinds or handmades like this will probably be best shipped by itself. So 21 or more, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Thank you so much, Renee, for the bid of 20. We're looking for 21 or more. And again, she is old and fun, and it's definitely unique. And I appreciate you, Renee, for appreciating what we created. You went unopposed, and it's yours for $20, Renee. Thank you so much, and congratulations.
Very cool. I love that. Good job, Tina. Good job. And Jason.
I just put the hat on.
Well, it's fine. It was a joint effort. It's Mother Tucker crafting.
Yes, it is. Thank you.
All right. I have a choice for my next round. And these are both matted pages from Elizabeth Gordon early 1900s books. All right. I have two of them. So they're matted in matte board. All right. So they're like ready to frame. And they're shrink wrapped. That's how I found them. You know, if you take the plastic off, you can pop them into a frame. They are just like 8.5 by 11 would be the frame size that they would fit in. All right. But I have two of them. So starting at 10. So this is the first one. And it is from Elizabeth Gordon's Flower Children. And so a page, so 1910 is what we're looking at here. And this is the rose. So the rose flower dancer there. And it says, now let the banners be unfurled. To greet the fairiest of the world, come roses all and pay your duty. Madame the Queen, American Beauty. And it's matted and it's kind of like a I don't know if it's more tan or more gray. It's reading a little bit more gray to me. But that is the rose. So that's the first one. And the second one is from Elizabeth Gordon's Bird Children. And this one is from 1912. I have had both of these books in its entirety before. And this one is The Bird of Paradise. And I really like this one. I definitely like the colors in this one for fall. Beautiful. And this one says Paradise Bird in her new clothes said they're expensive, goodness knows. I suppose because they were so dear, I'll have to wear them all this year. So that is the Bird of Paradise. And this one is matted in kind of an off-white. So kind of an ivory off-white color for the matting for this one. So instant frameability, or, you know, a gift, something like that. And usually with these, they would be double-sided. So typically there's something on the other side of each one of these pages. But because it is literally encased in plastic, I can't tell you what's on the other side. But I did measure the opening of these. I guess I should tell you that. 7 by 4. 7 by 4, but will fit matted in an 8.5 by 11 frame. And we'll go ahead and get Jason started. We'll bring those back.
$18, Amy. $18. And I have a brooch tonight. This is a signed brooch. It's probably from the 1940s. I can give you some more details on it in a moment. But there's nothing like your Halloween decor if you have a fun bug brooch to wear this time of the year. It's been described that this piece is either a bee or it is a ladybug. You can see it does have some opened wings. It is stamped Weiss, so it is made by the Weiss company, and it has the two large glass, of course, check glass rhinestones in the Aurora Borealis. So none of the stones are missing on it. It's a fun piece. It's definitely going to look good, like I could imagine with Halloween colors, you know, that you might be wearing, and then the light glistening on that would look really, really neat. Look at the tentacles up there, or the antennas. It even has two little rhinestones in there. So this is actually a double artist. It's not only the Weiss company, but there was an artist, Tina was telling me, of Joseph Warner. There was a fellow, Joseph Warner, who then later broke off and made his own jewelry. And he broke away from the Weiss company in the 1950s. So we can date this because it is his piece that he made for Weiss. So he worked for them through the 1940s around the World War II era into about the early 1950s. So we can definitely date this somewhere in about a 15-year window, okay? So you can see nothing's missing, seeing how it glistens. Thank you, Sandy. I see you're 18, so we're looking for 19 or more. Before we flip it around and I show you the stamp, it measures 1.25 inches. So it measures 1.25 inches in diameter. Again, nothing is missing, and those two large ones have that luster Aurora Borealis kind of look to it. And then all of the other little rhinestones, they are clear. They kind of look like chipped little diamonds. So here is what it looks like from the back side. You can see, if we can get it to focus here, yep, you can see the Weiss stamp right there. Look how hardy and how deep I guess the puddling is, or the housing that holds that large, chunky Aurora Borealis.
Like rhinestone.
So that is one big, big, meaty rhinestone to have some depth in there and to hold it. You can see the safety clasp here on the back. No issues to this whatsoever. And this, again, is one of these little fun pieces where you don't have to wear it. You can decorate with it. So let me show it to you again here. We'll bring it in close so you can see it's a gorgeous piece made by the Weiss company. Tina believes it's the very late 1940s, maybe cusp of 1950s. Look at how that glistens with that gorgeous carnival, that kind of luster effect to it. So again, even like if you had the doll that we just sold, you know, you could add these pieces into your Halloween, and folks either say, nobody's definitive on what it is. Folks think it's either a ladybug or they interpret it to be a bee. So you could wear it in the summertime and you could call it a bee. Ladybugs are good luck, so they're good all year long. And again, it's Weiss company, and it measures 1.25 inches. So let's go ahead and do a countdown. We're looking for 19 or more on this unique rhinestone brooch. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Looking for 19 or more. The bid end from Karen G. As always, Karen, thank you so much. And I hope I did right and read all the notes that my lovely wife, Tina, gave me, because that was her
Well,
knowledge.
you know, if she did it. If you did it.
She would. That was her knowledge on that piece, definitely not mine. So, Sandy, thank you so much, and congratulations. She's all yours.
Congratulations. That's a pretty one. All right. I have some 1930s, or 1940s, excuse me, 1940s tin litho nursery rhyme dishes. I believe I have had this set before. This is made by Ohio Art. All right, so it does date to the 1940s, late 30s, early 40s. They did do a couple variations of these. And I believe this is a 1940s variation of Little Red Riding Hood. It is stamped very teeny tiny here. It's definitely not going to come in, but it does say Ohio Art there, Bryan, Ohio, on the base. So we've got Little Red Riding Hood and the wolf. And these do have a little bit of patina to them, but I like that. But the front of this is really nice and bright. And I love these children's dishes. These are not easy to come by, that is for sure. And then I do have the matching cup that goes with it. I don't know if that's going to focus, probably not. But we got the wolf in Grandma's clothes in the bed there, pretending to be Grandma. There we go. There in the bed. And then we'll turn it to the side. Then we've got another peek at the wolf, and that also has Ohio Art teeny tiny. And there we have Little Red Riding Hood there. There's the inside of that one. So also some patina on that one. And then the little pitcher that goes with it. So then we have Granny.
Look at Granny. I love it.
I know, look at her little glasses. And there's the little cottage in the woods. And then there is the wolf peeking in. And teeny tiny. I love these. So I believe there's 4 different nursery rhymes that Ohio Art did for these. And there is more pieces that go with this. There's saucers. There's more plates. There is a larger under tray that goes with it, and a sugar bowl and creamer, I believe. Those are all the pieces that go with it. But I just have the 3 for this one. I just found these over the weekend. So I thought I would bring them. All right, I see MJ is in at 16. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 17 or more. I'm going to count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. So cute. I love these tiny little dishes. I cannot get enough of these.
And it's a great story for this time of the year, too.
Oh, yeah. I like the wear on these too. Okay, there is the bid out from Karen. MJ, they're coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, $40. And this is one of a kind. $40, this is one of a kind. This is a fully 360 on these ribbon girls. I actually spoke with someone who collects ribbon girls, and they said that some of this style of ribbon girls are the holy grail that folks are looking for, because it is completely non-traditional. Okay, so this is actually a pinup girl. She is actually what I believe a cutout from a magazine. So somebody found like a Marilyn Monroe style cutout. I believe that this is probably from the 40s. It's probably from the same era of the brooch, probably that after World War II into the early 1950s. So she is a paper cutout, probably from a magazine. Somebody took what I believe is real hair. It could have been maybe a sweetheart, somebody that they knew. I do believe that it is almost like a red hair. It's almost a very, very reddish brown style hair that is added to her. Then they took the lace and the ribbon and they made her a top, a bikini top. They made her kind of like a ruffled bottom to cover her bottom. They actually have rhinestones here. If they're showing, you can see there's little rhinestones on her feet. And they actually took part of the ribbon, because you can see the heel right here. They actually took part of the ribbon and covered the shoe. So it looks like she has like a blue suede shoe. Okay. So the bracelets are original to her. Again, you can see they even did a very good job of cutting out the hands, cutting out her body, her face. Again, she could be one of those pinup Betty Page style. Maybe it came out of a magazine. Maybe it came out of a calendar. You know, a lot of those were used for calendars. So again, a very unique piece. A lot of times if these are being sold in an antique store, folks are asking anywhere between $80 to $125 for them. But before I take it to my store, we thought we would offer it here. All right. It does have a period correct leather wrapped frame. I believe this frame is from the 1940s. The glass is in superb condition. The piece measures 11 by 9. So it measures 11 by 9. It looks a little washed out when I pull it back, but when you get up close, you can see that she is flesh toned. She even has like a little bit of a beauty mark there. You can see her beautiful eyelashes. I'm trying to see. I don't think they really added like a rhinestone to her ear there. I believe that's actually in the picture. And then you can see the lock of hair and the way it's waved there. It looks very realistic. Again, if you're into pinups or 1950s or anything that's risque, there, I think that's a good way to get the glare off. I think this would look really, really unique in your display or on your wall with your other pinups. So you can see that they kind of doctored up a little hook here. Maybe I would add a different hook to it, maybe a cross, but this is the way they had it. Again, very 1940s, 1950s, the way that's holding in the cardboard. And again, that took a lot of creativity and a lot of work. So let me get in here. You can see actually some of the lace there. It's actually like little flowers almost on the ribbon or the lace, let's call it, that they used. Then you can see where they used the ribbon there for the ruffled, like I said, the ruffled bottom part of her. And then they actually did add like these little rhinestones. I don't know if they're picking them up, but they actually added like little rhinestones right there to her shoes. So again, super unique. She would look really good with Amy's porcelain piece that she just sold. Maybe you wanted to use that as a pin dish or a jewelry dish. This would look good on the wall, especially if you guys collect some of the different pinups from the 30s through the 50s. She would look good in with those. And I think she's tastefully done. Some of the risque ones can really hinge on the more adult side of things. This one I think is very tasteful, but there's no interest in her. I'll sit her to the side. We'll try one more time and then we'll take her somewhere else. All right, Amy, thank you.
All right. This is for the pair. And these came from a really cool estate sale that we went to over the weekend. I actually got to film at the estate sale, which I normally don't get to do because normally I'm first in line and I got to focus. But this was one that we like kind of discovered on the way somewhere else. And it was a very cool sale. I got a little really cool things from the sale. But this is going to be the pair. So this did come from the sale. And then I had the dog. All right. And they both have a little issue. That's why they're paired together. Okay. So Celluloid Dolly here, her little arms are kind of loose. Okay. FYI. They're a little loose, so her string is not as taut as it should be. But she still has her original crepe paper dress. And it's in pretty good shape, the dress, as far as they go. Usually they are very torn up. Or just a crinkled mess. Just a little bit of like discolorations in a couple spots, but for the most part, and then a little silk ribbon accent there. And this one is not quite as big as the one that Jason had earlier. She's much smaller. Actually, the dress kind of extends past her little feet under there. You can see her little feet peeking out. Hey, Phil, good to see you. So yeah, her she does have a little paper Japan label I see on the back of her. But otherwise, like her face, the celluloid, like there's no denting or cracks on the celluloid. All right, so for the dolly, she's 6.5 inches, okay? But I'm sending the little doggo, it looks like a little terrier, some sort of terrier, celluloid dog, along with her. Now, the dog does have a little crack, FYI, in his leg back here at the back. Hopefully that is showing on camera. So there is a crack to the celluloid, but he does stand up on his own just fine. And the coloring is really nice on him. The paint is very vibrant. A lot of times these can just totally fade away to nothing, or they yellow over time, but just with the crack. And that's why I paired them together, because she needed a little doggo friend. So there is the little doggo. So in relation to her, you know, I think they go together well, pretty nicely. The dog is 4.5 by 3.5. Okay, so you're gonna get the pair. All right. So let's count these down. We're looking for 19 or more. Hey KP, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, end. Whew, counting is becoming difficult.
Are you going to say you're doing all right there, Amie?
Yeah, I'm just getting kind of stuffy again. I apologize, you guys. I'm sorry. All right, there is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, Phil, it's coming to you. Thank you so much.
$28, Amie. And this is one of my favorite dishes to sell. I have never been privileged enough to have it in pink. And yep, it's reading true. It's a satin pink color. It is called the Agronaut. That's what it's been named. And it is made by Westmoreland Glass. Since I had my bear and I have another like beach style girl, I kind of thought this pulled it in. I thought it was my last hurrah here. And since we're leaving summer and into fall. But it's a really, really fun dish. I'm not sure if you guys remember the ones I've sold throughout the years, but they all have these foo dogs, or also known as dolphins, here on the bottom. It has the shell here as a finial. There's all sorts of other shells throughout the entire piece. There are no chips or cracks. And like I said, this is made by Westmoreland. If it's reading peach on your screen, that's not correct. This is a satin pink color, okay? Before I show you some more pieces up close, again, note there are no chips or cracks. They made this piece from the this patterned glass piece was made from the 1960s through the 1980s. Sometimes, if you know more about Westmoreland, some of their mist colors were very popular in the 70s into the early 1980s. So maybe that's when this one was made. But you could get some of their other ones, some of their other pieces that were from the 60s on up. It measures 7 by 7, okay? 7 by 7. It might be very difficult to see it with this style of glass, but it does have the Westmoreland mark right there in the center of that circle. So there is a Westmoreland mark right there. With this style of glass, it might be difficult to see. So only 20, whoop, that washed it out way too much. So I'll put my black light on it. There you can sort of see, there it is, the Westmoreland mark. So $28 if anybody's interested. Sometimes these sold for 3 times that. I don't know what the market value is on these anymore. But again, it is a very, very fun piece. This is something you could mix in with your Victorian pieces, your pink glass pieces. Definitely if you collect seashells and mermaids, it would be fun in that as well. So I'm just tilting it to show you. In person, you can see it very clear as day, but this is like a whole little ring of different 3-dimensional seashells all the way around. So you can see there's seashells. It goes completely around the piece. You can see the beadwork here around the top of the lid. There are no chips. Satin glass kind of shows all of the secrets. You can definitely tell when there's a chip because it's not satin there on that part. And there's absolutely no damage to the bottom piece there. Here is your lid. Again, these are fun if you're fortunate enough to collect a couple different colors. You can do yourself a fun display with these. And again, this is the pink satin pink mist color that Westmoreland offered. My favorite part of the dish is the shell top. That is the little finial piece, and there is no damage to that
I've
whatsoever.
never seen this dish. You have
This
brought
dish,
several different colorways, and I never
yes,
even see this dish.
it is a harder dish to find. It's hard to find it that it isn't damaged. Hard to find it isn't damaged. You have to take my word for it. It's stamped here as well. So they not only stamped the base, but they also stamped the lid. So it is the Westmoreland stamp there as well. So again, it is a fun piece. It is in pink. We all know that pink glass is very desirable. It always seems to, add a little bit more to it. And it's in superb condition. It is called the Agronaut. That is what it is named. It has 3 legs on it that are the dolphins or foo dogs, depending what you want to call them. Some people call them the dragons. I've always known them as the dolphins. So those faces are what they call the dolphins. So Daisy Girl, thank you. I see you're 28. We're looking for 29 or more. And I believe this is probably 70s or 1980s. Super fun piece if you're into nautical, if you're into shore pieces or beach pieces. But yep, I've always called it the Dolphins 2K piece. So let's go ahead and count it down. 29 or more, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Oh, I know, Celeste. Some of the agate ones or the swirl ones, they're very beautiful too. But yeah, the green, I like the blue. I like it when you find it in the blue.
Jason, when you're done, Wendy's interested in your lady.
Who is?
Wendy.
Wendy is interested in the
framed lady.
All right, Wendy, it's yours. You claimed it. It's yours. Thank you so much. I'll put you down, Wendy. You can have it for it was $49.
Under the chat. I didn't want to highlight it till you were done.
Okay. Thank you, Wendy. It's yours. Thank you so much.
And did you get Daisy Girl for?
Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha. Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much.
Okay. I have another brooch, and this one I liked just as much as the other one. And I did consult with Tina on this one as well. Kind of, we had the same little bit of feeling with this one. I wish the color showed up a little bit better. Maybe that's a little bit better. Usually if I get too close with the white, it tends to kind of darken everything. But it's a really pretty, like, light turquoise glass stone in the center. I do believe with the Nouveau style, I do believe that this one probably dates to the 30s. Tina thought that as well. It has a really nice open setting here to let more light through for that big center stone. Everything is prong set. Really nice construction on this one. There. That is pretty true to color, I would say. Really light, like robin's egg blue color for the stone. And then just some simple leaves. Probably brass for the base metal. There's no marking on this one at all. It has a tiniest little safety clasp. It is itty bitty little safety clasp there on the back. So no markings, no stamps, no manufacturer or anything like that. I do believe just glass rhinestones. I don't think that they are any kind of precious stone or anything like that. Sandy, hello Sandy, and Wiggs, I see you both. Thank you so much. I just really like the coloring in this one. This was one that I just found over the weekend. Of course, my favorite color for sure in the blue family, but I just really like it. There's a little bit of wear discoloration. I did polish this a little bit with a polishing cloth to the leaves, just a little bit, but there's not any kind of like major bending or anything like that. There's just a little bit on the back side, like here inside of the stone. I tried my best to clean in there a little bit. There's just a little bit of patina there on the back side, but nothing really major. Measurement for this, it is 1.5 this way and 1.25 inches tall. Okay, so we are looking for 17 or more, and I'm going to count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. I picked this one up because I liked the style and the color.
It's gorgeous.
That's usually how I pick out the brooches. Like this was on a table like full of like hundreds of brooches, and I was like, "Ooh, that one. I like that one." Melanie, did you have a bid in there? I didn't see it. Did it get filtered out? Did I miss it? Melanie, I didn't see a bid in there from you.
Yeah,
all right,
I didn't see it.
there's the bid end and wings. Okay, so wings, your just in case did come in before the bid end. I see it on my phone, but it's filtered out in StreamYard, so I can't highlight it. All right, so but I do see it on my phone. I just can't highlight it. But I see before the bid end. Melanie, oh, that was an oopsie. Okay, you got it. So wings had a just in case of 26. Over Sandy's 16. So wings, it's yours for 17. I'm sorry I can't highlight that, but I do see it. Thank you so much. I don't know why that happens sometimes. It's so weird.
It's been happening here late too. That's weird. So $20, and very seldom am I able to offer a lipstick holder that has no damage. So Tina also found this at that same Kitschy estate with the bluebird and the planter. This is actually made by Chadwick. So it has its original label on the bottom. It is made by Chadwick in Japan. And she is this gorgeous Victorian looking style girl with a ponytail. And your lipsticks would nestle right in those 3 slots beautifully. Again, there's absolutely no damage. A lot of times when I find these, some of these little loops have been broke and replaced. She has this fun pink. There's some black polka dots on there. You can actually see where the ruffling of the dress is actually the bottom. Yes, Ashley, I did. Did somebody ask? Yeah, the bluebird. Yes, the bluebird sold a few rounds ago, Ashley. So $20 if anybody is interested in her. Again, I think she's 1950s. Again, she's made by Chadwick, which is a company that I don't find a lot of their ceramics. You can see where she is very, very heavily detailed. She has this great face. What I actually love about the hands is that if you're gentle enough, you could probably hang some rings on there. You could actually hang a necklace on her or just use her for your lipsticks. So 3 lipsticks would fit in those slots right there. So again, no chips or cracks. She actually would fit in with your ponytail girls. So she does have a ponytail. She has some gold details. And again, she's in superb condition. A lot of times you find these, and like I say, the neck's broke or some of these hoops here have been glued back together. She is 6.5 inches tall. So she's a nice size. She's 6.5 inches tall, and she measures about 4 inches at the widest part of her. So she does have a very Victorian look about her. Some polka dots kind of add a 1950s flair to her. And if I could get the daggone camera to focus, she does have a very beautiful face. And they did do a good job of detailing her. She would also probably look good with maybe some of your Joseph Originals. I think if you had some Joseph Originals, I think she would complement them and they would complement her. So again, no condition issues to report. There's not even any issues to the hands. Usually they're damaged. And I think you can get this in a couple different colorways. I think they probably made a blue and they probably made like a seafoam green. She also makes a good figurine. So we're going to keep it moving because Miss Amy is not feeling well. We'll bring her back. But she was $20. Let's keep it moving, Amy.
I don't know if I've ever seen that one before.
I haven't either.
She has her, but I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Yeah, no, she's fantastic.
Okay, what are we doing? Oh, Nancy Ann. Okay. I had it. Okay. I do have my Nancy Ann Chadwick doll of the evening. And she is dressed in peach, and I just really liked her. She is November. She is the 197 for November. One of the variations of November, although she doesn't really look November-y to me. But she has this little applied little feather and a ribbon here attached to her dress. There is some flocked little overlay on her skirt. I don't know if you can see that. But it's got flocked little flowers and leaves that go over the overlay of the skirt, and then it's just taffeta kind of stuff underneath. And then she has her little felt hat, blonde hair. Now she is jointed at the legs. All right, I think I had her sitting in the preview. So she has jointed legs. And then she also has the jointed arms, but not a jointed head. So she's not considered fully jointed, just jointed legs and arms. And I did write that down. She is 5.5. So she's a 5.5-inch tall. All right, there she is. So she can sit just fine. And there we go. So you could have her sit, and then she has just a big old poofy skirt when she's sitting. All right. And I did note that there is a little bit of paint wear to the shoes there. So she looks like she's been walking. She's been walking in the snow. All right. Dennis, I see at 21. Thank you so much. I love her little hair. She's darn cute. I love.
Adorable.
All right. Let's count her down. We are looking for 22 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 minute.
And she's blonde.
That's
what's so fun too. She's blonde.
I don't come across the blondes as much as I do. Actually, redheads, I think I come across most often.
Gotcha.
And then, yeah, probably the brunettes after that. All right, there is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, looks like Dennis had the high bid at 21, but Debbie had it just in case. So Debbie is coming to you for 22. Thank you so much.
$20, Amy. $20, and you're going to get both of these. I got them at a good price, and I'm really excited to offer them at $20 because I never find these cheap enough that I can give you both of these and start them at $20. These are the very desirable silhouettes. They have that kind of watercolor style, almost like lithograph graphics in the background, and then they're almost. That's not what these are, but they're almost like Turner and some of those companies made these in the 40s and the early 1950s. So you can get larger prints with some of these Victorian folks on them. So it does have the convexed glass on it. If I tilt it, you can kind of see where it does bubble up. It has a nice thick wooden frame on it. The frame almost has like a bamboo, like a very Greek key kind of feel to it. So it could look really good and a lot of different motifs, a lot of different decors, whatever you want to do. And again, these are both, you're getting two. This is the first one. So you get them both for 20. And this will be your first one, this courting couple. And both of them have the little silhouettes of the dog, some of the pathway. You have some of the arbor here. You have some of the tree up there in the corner. They both have their original hooks. Great selling point. Paper is still intact. And this one, they both measure about 4.5 by 5.5. So usually they cost me $20 a piece, but you'll get both of these for 20. So that was your first one, and they're actually a set. So you're getting a true set.
I love the dog.
I do too. Yeah. I do too. And this is how they would have been sold as a set. So you can see there's a silhouette of the tree over there. This one actually has a fun silhouette of the birdhouse up there and the dog. It's kind of like a little collie almost, which is chasing the butterfly. And then it's the same version of the couple that's a kind of a courting couple. And you hit the nail on the head, KP. They are very charming. That's exactly what they are. I do love a good silhouette, especially when they're all black and white. But these like pastel colored ones that kind of have a watercolor to them, I think they're some of my favorite. You can actually see some of the flowers here in the garden. You can see some tulips coming up. Look at the walkway there in black, which is the reverse painted silhouette. These would be great again all year. Softer Victorian kind of look, or you could hold these if you change your walls out, and they would look great in the spring. So again, this is glass, but not plastic or plexi. That is glass. It is convexed, but it's not as it doesn't appear to have such a bubble effect because it has a nice thick frame on it, and the frame has some gold details in it, and there's really no major damage to the frame whatsoever. And like the first one that I showed you, the nice selling point is they have the original little hangers still on them. So you get yourself a nice little hanger, pop it right on. So again, thank you, Renee. Now we're looking for 21 or more. Whoop, that one's upside down. So again, you're going to get them both. These are great for a gallery wall. They're great for that weird little space in between two doors, or they look really good aside a larger one of these prints if you're fortunate enough to find one. So I'll hold this still for a minute. And again, the measurements on them, they are 5.5 by 4.5. So we're looking for 21 or more. Let's go ahead and count them down. We are doing just in case for active bidders. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We're looking for 21 or more. The bid end from Karen G. Both of the backs are in very good condition. No ripping to the paper. And I do. Renee, I love the little pups, especially that one going after the butterfly. That's super darling. So thank you so much for the bid end, Karen G. Renee, they're yours for $20. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
All right. My next round is going to be something that I did not preview. And I have a dream pet. And I have a little puppy dog. And it's orange. It's showing a weird color. I don't know. It's orange. All right. So it's a bright orange. And I've not seen this one before. I've had a lot of dream pets, and so has Jason over the years, but I have never seen this one before. And she's got cute little daisies and polka dots. She's got a little polka dot there on her cheek. She's got bows in her ears, and she does have her original hang tag. And her name is Wendy.
Oh my gosh, Wendy.
It's Wendy. Wendy the dream pet dog. How cute. And then she's got a little collar. She's in really nice condition. I just never seen this one before. And does have the Dakin Dream Pets tag still attached. She's in really nice shape. Very, very hard stuffed sawdust usually is what's on the inside of these.
Amy?
Yeah, she's bright orange.
What do you start? You didn't put a...
Oh, yeah, I didn't type it in.
I didn't see it in the chat.
Yeah, there we go. Yep. I typed it in. I just didn't.
So good.
Press enter. And then her little button eyes and nose. I believe those are plastic. They feel plastic to me. Usually they are.
Look at those daisy flowers on her ears.
Yes, I know. So stinking cute. Yeah,
Adorable.
She's starting at 12. Starting at 12 for little Miss Wendy. Yep. And I actually couldn't find her. Couldn't find her either. And she is a good old Japan one. I know back in the 90s, they reproduced these. They did a whole bunch of them. I actually had one in my car that I drove when I was in high school. It was a dog lounging on a surfboard.
Did you have that in your...
That one. I don't remember the name of it, but...
Did you have that in your car? That's crazy. I had the same one. It was a reproduction, but I had it in my DJ van because I used to wear Hawaiian shirts when I DJ'd. That's crazy.
All right, Wendy, I see you. Thank you so much. We are looking for 13 or more. No, it's your namesake. Who knew that you had a dream pet? I didn't. All right, let's count it down. We're looking for 13 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I love the little flowers on her ears and her big old bows. So cute. All right, there's the bid end. Who's the lag? All right, thank you so much, Karen, for the bid end. Wendy, it's coming. Wendy's coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, I'm going to switch gears. $12 choice. $12 choice. And these are fun from the 1990s. And this 80s, 90s Halloween is super collectible. So it's going to be choice on these miniature tins. And this is actually an artist. I remember seeing these pieces in the 1980s and the 1990s. I'm not too sure how you pronounce the individual's name, but I know that I'd seen other pieces like this years ago. It was an artist.
Balloons. How
yes.
fun.
So it is these fun little tins. This will be your first one. Each one of these measures 3 inches wide by 3 1/4 inches tall. So this will be fun for your Halloween displays. So there is actually some original cellophane tape still on here. So I'm not sure what they used to hold, but they are tin 1990s. That is your first one. And Amy was right. It's these fun little kitschy hot air balloons. You have them in their little pots or cauldron almost, and you have these fun little kitschy ghosts, bats, and of course the balloons are the jack-o'-lanterns. Then you of course you can see the crescent moons on the handle on this one, and then all these fun little kitschy details all the way around. So it's like you have the little ghost that's a balloon, you have like the little squirrel that's being pulled by the jack-o'-lantern balloon, the witch that's flying, just a bat. He's got his little candy bucket. And then it repeats over here. And look at the skull riding the bat.
Gosh.
You have the fun owl with the little candy bag. Again, then you have the ghost who he's got the little umbrella. So this will be your first one. Look at this one here. He's got his little, it's like he jumped out of a plane with his parachute. So all sorts of different graphics, and you can look at this 4 different times and you're going to see something different in each one of them. But you can see super clean on the bottom. Again, I believe this to be the 1990s. I almost remember going into the Hallmark stores and seeing these. So there you can see the inside is super clean as well. Again, they both measure, so this will be your first one. They both measure about 3 by 3 1/4. So this one we're going to call Witch. Okay, so that one is Witch. Gosh darn it, hold on to your witchy kitschy heart right here. This is made by the same company, and these are all little mice that are dressed up in their Halloween displays and their little Halloween outfit. So you have the little pumpkins that are the little houses, and you have yourself the little devil, the little witch, the little mom is there at the door. And again, this is just fun little, they're little mice. They're little mice. All dressed up for Halloween. Same exact tin, same era, made by, I believe, that same artist. And you can see what they're all dressed up as. Look, we have one that's a little bumblebee, one that's a little pirate, one that's a little king. There's a little doctor, a little tiger. I'm not too sure what that little guy is there. Is that a little...
Like a queen?
Yeah, like a little queen. Like a little Red Riding Hood almost. We have a little witch. And again, these are super fun. And this one's just as clean. These I got on Monday, and I honestly think the person got them, maybe displayed them, but never really used them or abused them. So there's no wear, there's no dents, there's no rust, and they are the same exact size. And let me tell you, these are 1980s, 1990s, pretty much iconic Halloween right here. So MJ's in at 13. We're looking for 14 or more. This one we're going to call Mice. This one we're going to call Witch. So we'll count it down. 20. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And I do believe they made larger tins, larger pieces with these graphics on. But these are really fun and tiny. You can use them as risers, give them as gifts. Do whatever you want with them. So this one here is going to be Mice. That one is going to be Witch. And I'm so sorry, Caroline, you're just in case came in after the bid end, which means MJ, I believe, yes. MJ, you get first choice at 13. What a fitting number for Halloween, 13. So MJ, this is the one we're calling Witch. And this is the one we're calling Mice. And of course, you bid for the right to take 1 or 2. Caroline, you'll have backup. But MJ, you get first at, you want the Witch one. So Caroline, you're taking that one. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, MJ is taking the witch. Caroline, were you interested in the mice, the one with the mice?
So
If you were, you can say yes or no. And if not, you didn't want it, that's fine. We'll bring this back in the recap, but I will watch the chat. Caroline, you had a bid, I believe, at 12. All right. All right. Yep, at 12. So you're taking a pass. We'll bring it back for the recap.
Okay. All right. This is for the pair. And I'll tell you why. All right. So I did find these at the same time. All right. But and they look like they're sisters, number one. So 2 Bisque dollies. All right. So the bigger one here, this one here does have a repair. Okay. It has a repair. And that's why I'm taking them. You're going to get them both together. The smaller one does not have any damage to her, but the bigger one does. So the bigger one, so they are kind of color coordinated as far as their paint goes. Both red, blue, black, and lighter blue coloring for the pair. Okay. Both made in Japan, like Frozen Charlotte style. All right, Phil, I see you. Thank you so much. So this one apparently took a tumble. Okay, there is a line. I think it's coming across. There's a line right there, and then it kind of goes around like to the back of her leg. That's where it was been repaired. But I like that they saved her and didn't just toss her in the garbage. So she is holding onto like a little dolly here in her hands, and they do both stand just fine as well. They do have some paint loss. She has a little bit more paint loss than her little sister does. And then the smaller one here, she looks like she's holding onto a little puppy dog. It looks like 2 little ears and a nose peeking out. A little puppy dog there. And then she's got the bow on the side. And they are both stamped Japan there on the back side. So that's why you are getting the pair. So size-wise, she is 4 inches and she is 3 inches. All right, so they're sisters. Little Bisque sisters. All right, let's, no flapper girl dolly left behind. All right, let's count them down. Phil's in at 16, so we're looking for 17 or more on the pair. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid in. I cannot resist these. I can't resist these little dollies. All right, there is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, Phil, they're coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, $20. And this is the last piece of Halloween I have for this evening. $20. This super kitschy. He is actually a little ornament. So he actually would be like an ornament that you could hang. He does sort of stand well on his own. And he's this fun 1960s flocked little styrofoam jack-o'-lantern scarecrow guy. So you can't get much more retro than this dude. He's got his faux denim little hat on. And like I say, a lot of these pieces from the 50s or 60s, they've used push pins. So it kind of is Willie. Maybe it is. Is this Willie in a pumpkin form, Dusty? But a lot of times they used push pins to hold the pieces in. So they did that with his hat. You can see that they did paint the fun little face on him. And then the little eyes are flocked, but they're adhered onto it. Usually that stuff is missing. You can see where they painted the stitch work on the face. Couldn't find any examples of this guy online. I thought this was really neat. Again, I levitate toward the really non-scary Halloween stuff. So if you're not into the real spooky Halloween stuff and you're into the kitsch, I think this guy would be for you. So he's got himself a little farmer's belly right there. He's wearing himself his denim overalls. Boy, don't they just look like 1960s denim overalls. He has his bandana right there. His arms are made of felt. And then there is this almost corn style, that the corn stalk that they used in some of the decor to give him the, feel of being like a scarecrow. He has his patchwork on there. He's got his feet. He is two-sided. He's just really, really cute. And he has his original little hanger right there. So you could use him in ornament if you guys do a tree. This guy would be fun if you used him like in an assemblage. You could upcycle him to something. And again, if you sit him just right, he kind of does stand on his own. The flocking is really clean. Again, this is a styrofoam head, and his body is styrofoam, and it's covered in flocking. He is 9 inches tall. He's 9 inches tall. He's really neat, really fun, $20. But we're going to keep it moving. Let's keep moving, Amy. I know you're not feeling well, so we'll keep it moving.
All right. Oh, no.
Wait. All right. All right. All right. I see you in for 20. Let's do a quick countdown. We're looking for 21 or more. Maybe there's a lag. I'm moving too fast. I feel bad that you don't feel good, Amy. So 20,
that's all right, Jason. I'm 20, fine. I'm here.
21 or more. Let's count him down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I'm telling you, this guy or girl, could even be a girl, is even better in person. So
he reminds me of the Wizard of Oz. Like
kind of does.
From Wizard of Oz. Yeah.
I never saw one of these before, and this is what I collected when I collected Halloween was the Kitsch. Thank you so much. He's all yours. Congratulations for 20.
He's awesome. Okay. I will go back. I have a cold, Leslie. Yeah. I haven't had it since Monday. Not just my normal fall allergies. It's a little bit worse than that. All right. I have this really cool Made in England tin. I haven't had a good Made in England tin in a while. And I just really liked the color on it and the peacock. So it is a Thorns Made in England toffee tin. And it does say container made in Great Britain. And I believe that this one's probably from the 50s. And I just love the peacock. And it does have kind of pink and blue flowers that go throughout. This one, Dusty, I see you. Thank you so much. And then it has this fun motif, kind of feather motif. It does have a little bit of patina here on the top of the lid. But I do like, what I do like about this is that it has I opened it earlier. It does have a hinged lid. So it has a hinged lid on it, which I like. I like that about it. Typical wear for tin of this era. They pretty much all look like this on the inside. I mean, they were used, and this is a great like size too. Usually it's more of the flat kind of style toffee tins that I find most often, but it does have the peacock and the flowers on both sides. Not a whole lot of denting going on with it. There's a little bit of wear here on the paint, but overall really nice and vibrant, I would say. Overall, just minimal wear. Most of it is here up on the lid. But I like that it's not completely flat either, but it is flat enough to where something could sit up there if you really wanted it to. Not that you're going to put this cat on top of it, but just for an idea, like you can. If you wanted to give it to some height or something, you could. All right, Phil, I see you. Thank you so much. Measurement before we count it down. It is 6 inches tall, 3 1/4 inches this way, and about 5 1/2 for the other direction. All right, so pretty good size tin. I just really like the peacock. I don't find peacock stuff very much. All right, let's count it down. Looking for 16 or more on the England toffee tin. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid in. Karen, I see you. Thank you so much. Dusty's got a just in case in there. Phil's got a just in case in there. All right, and the kitty will be coming my next round, FYI. All right, bid end is in there from Karen G. Thank you so much, Karen. All right, so at the end there, Phil had a just in case of 30. Dusty had a just in case of 35. So Moose, it's coming to you for 31. Thank you so much.
All right, I wanted to bring something different, and these are going to be choice at $12. They're choice on 3 different style inlaid boxes, okay? So I do believe that each one of these is from the 1980s. I think this one here, this one is a stone inlaid one, and there's remnants of a sticker. I believe this one would have been made in India, okay? So if you're looking for some fun little trinket boxes to collect or to put things in, this one is a stone one. You can see where they inlaid. I don't know if that's like abalone in there or what they inlaid in there, but each one of those petals, that's all cut in there and then put inside the stone for the top. So there's the inside of the little trinket box. So it's like a marble, almost alabaster style box. It fits very snug. There are no chips or cracks. This is kind of a like a bluish green. It might be, I don't know what it's reading on your screen, but it's a bluish green. And then there's like a hue of yellow pulling through on the marbling here. So this will be your first choice. Again, these are very fun and collectible at $12. So this is going to be your stone version of a vintage style trinket box. Again, these are fun, and these are great to keep just to put 1 or 2 rings in next to the sink or next to your nightstand. So that measures about 2.5 inches by about 1.5 inches. So it's about 2.5 by 1.5 inches. And these little tiny trinket boxes have become very collectible. So that's going to be your one, and I believe it's made in India. This one is not signed, but there's a good chance this could be a Russian lacquered box. Look at the abalone shell. So that's thin shell that's carved out and inlaid in there to give it that gorgeous effect. This one has all the different triangular sides on it. And again, it's a very heavily lacquered box. It is not signed, but it definitely has all the makings of being made in Russia. And again, it's really, really beautiful. Here, let me hold it here. And the way the light catches it, you can see all the different colors. There's the inside. That's even lacquered as well. There are no chips or cracks to it. Here you can even see they even have the detail here on the sides. Look how heavily detailed that is, from the little flowers there. Here you have just little shards of it, little triangular pieces that are added. And you have another side here.
That tiny little box.
Yeah, I mean, this is a lot of work. And I really feel like that the only thing that's missing on this is that it isn't signed. If it was signed, I think it would be worth even more. And I do believe this to be a Russian lacquered box, 2 inches by 1.5 inches. So it's the same exact size. So it has the same exact feel as the stone one that I just showed you. This one is a fun wood inlaid one. Now, there is a little bit of issue here since it's thin wood. I think a little bit of it is missing. So this is, since this one, it's starting at 12, this is probably a cheaper version of a more expensive version, although they did inlay thin little pieces of wood on here, okay? Usually, if it is more of a larger jewelry box, the inlaid pieces of wood are a little bit thicker. But this was probably paper thin inlaid that they did, and some of it did come off. But you can see where the sides are detailed all the way around. Again, these are tiny, small little trinket boxes. I believe they're all from the 1980s, and this one doesn't have a mark, but a lot of times when they were lacquered like this and made, they were either made in Mexico or they were made in Italy, okay? So it's one of those 2 versions, and you can see how clean the wood is on the inside, all right? But this one measures 2 by 2.25. So we're going to sit them to the side and keep on going. Back to you, Amy.
All right, I did just show this guy. It's a little ceramic cat, and I can tell you that there's different poses. I think there's 3 different ones for these guys, and this is made by Enarco. So he does have his little foil sticker and numbering there on the bottom, and he's just this chunky little calico style cat. I really like him. No cold paint on him. He is all fired on. No chips on him. There is a little bit of crazing in the glaze in a few spots that I could see. And there is his little tuckus. But there's no chips or repairs on him. But I really like his pose. And I could find that there are at least 2 other poses in the same cat. same colorway. So I think that there was like a series of 3. Meow meow. Parmesan is snoozing back there. He's in a ball. There he is. He's upside down, sleeping back there. Measurement for this is 3 inches by 3 1/4. He does kind of have sleepy eyes. Yeah, he does. He's got big old lashes. I just really like how he's painted. He's very whimsical. I think this one does date to the 70s. I think that there are some, I think there's a planter that matches this guy, I think. And I do believe that there's a dog in this kind of style too. But no issues with him at all. I think he's darn cute for a little cat. And I think fall colors, for sure, that's why I brought him tonight. I think he would work in fall. But we're going to keep it moving, you guys. We're going to keep moving.
$18, Amy. $18. And these kind of matched what I was doing with the bears. I've collected salt and pepper shakers for a long, long time.
Oh, my God.
I have never found these cuties. Now,
I've never seen those before.
They were souvenirs. So back in the day when they were souvenirs, they did paint whatever town was on. Now, they do say Minneapolis on it. If you wanted to, he right here, I'm sure you could clean that off of his belly. Hers, you could probably clean it off, but I would tell you, please be careful because this is all cold paint. So this is all cold paint. So if you're looking for a fun, they're not anthropomorphic, but if you're looking for fun, like human style, like 1950s Mr. and Mrs. for your kitchen, these would be super fun. So they are shakers. They are marked Japan. Here she is. She has her very typical 1950s pink apron on, and she's baked a cake. So she has a fun little cake in her hands.
So cute.
No chips or cracks, but again, that's all cold painted. I'm amazed that there's so much of the red remaining. She is a 3-hole, and it does have the Japan mark on the bottom, and it does have their original cork. So I've never seen these before, and these are a nice large size shaker. So $18. They measure 4.5 inches tall. Super kitschy, really fun. She even has a pink little collar around her. Look, they even gave her pink rosy cheeks. Hopefully that's reading. So you can't get any more. You're right, Karen. Super sweet. No chips or cracks. Here you have this dapper fella right here. He's got a fun little bow tie. No, he doesn't have a tennis racket. He has a plate and a knife because he's going to cut the cake that Mrs. Bear.
Eat all the cake.
Right, that Mrs. Bear baked, and he's wearing his vest with his little black buttons on it. Again, no chips or cracks to report on him. He is your 2-hole. He has a cork bottom and is marked Japan. So again, I think these are fun. I actually, in my reel, I had them separated. I think these speak more as figurines than just salt and pepper shakers. So
those are big shakers too.
They are 4.5 inches tall, and they're really, really fun. Some of these very animated style ones are very desirable. I don't know the manufacturer of them, but these are really well done.
I've never seen those.
They did a really good job, and especially the details even gave him some rosy cheeks. And look, they have pink noses. I mean, where can you find fun little bear shakers that have pink noses, these pastel colors? Like if you're looking for some shakers, look how they even detailed the feet on them. Like these would be fun heading into the winter time. I would probably pose these as my polar bears, seeing that they're white. Do you know what I mean? So if I was going to put them in my kitchen, maybe in January and February when we don't know what to display, these would look super cute, and I'd call them my little polar bears since they're fun little white bears. But no chips or cracks, no crazing. Almost all the cold paint is intact. And again, you could lightly probably clean off that Minneapolis on there, but you need to be very careful with her because that apron is all cold paint. He is glazed here. So if you took a magic eraser, you could whoop right off. I actually thought about doing it, but I didn't want to just have one of them marked Minneapolis and not the other. So we'll set them to the side, Amy. Thank you guys for letting me show them.
All right. I think we're down to our last two.
Yes.
2 rounds. Okay. Okay. I have a little birdie up next, which I've never found. I've never found this guy before. Oh, wait. William's in for your bears.
All right, William, you can have them. Thank you.
Okay. You got it. All right. Little birdie friend. Here we go. It's a little cardinal. It's a little kitschy cardinal. I've never found these before.
I love him.
I do believe he's Arnart. All right, so Arnart little cardinal. They did do lots of little one-off figurines, and this would be the same size that would be attached to a chain family. But this one does not have a loop on it, so this one was just a freestanding little figurine, and he's just the cutest thing ever. So a little bit of paint loss right there. There's a little scratchy scratch on him, but that wasn't enough to make me want to leave him behind. But I just never run across him before. Oh my goodness. All right, let me get caught up on the chat. Minx, I see you in at 13. Thank you so much. And Nikki and Dennis, I saw you guys as well. Thank you so much. There you can see. So he is 100% cold painted. Everything on there is cold paint, but just a little, probably the worst scratch is the one that is just that little line that's there on the front. No sticker left behind on the bottom. Measurement for that is 2.5 by 1.5. So it's just a little bitty one. Definitely could probably work in a printer's tray or a little shadow box. He's probably the right size for that. Let me get caught up on the chat. All right, Paula right now has got the high bid at 16. So we're looking for 17 or more. Hey, Bug. Good to see you. We're going to count Birdie down right now. We're looking for 17 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tweet, tweet. Bid end.
Now, he's your rockin' cardinal, but you're rockin' Robin with your rock belly.
Rockin' Robin.
He's adorable.
All right. There is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right. Highest bid was at 21, but Nikki did put in a just in case of 28. So, Nikki, it's coming to you for 22. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, $10. And this is sticking with my beach sort of theme. I got this past week. I believe that this is a vintage porcelain. I'm going to call her like a bathing beauty. She's almost, she's not wearing like a bathing suit, but she's definitely like that Victorian era, 1920s looking style girl. She's actually a souvenir of Atlantic City, which I love even more because Atlantic City with this kind of beach kind of feel speaks very early to me, like early 1900s. So it's very symbolic here. You have the swan, and she's sitting on the swan. And then you have the seashell over here, and she has some luster. Now, there was some red issue here on the inside. I believe that is what had been glued to have an arrangement in there, or something was in there that was held, and it stained the porcelain on the inside. But she still displays beautifully from the outside. And there is a little rough mark right here in the mold. Okay. I don't believe it's a chip. I just believe some of these were crudely made. She is not marked Germany, although I believe that she quite possibly could be, or later Japan kind of mimicked it. Do you know what I mean? But she does have some very good details. Usually when Japan did it, the faces weren't this detailed. Her flowers are super good. Thank you, KP.
To me too.
I see you for 20. And again, it's a really, really fun piece. Some of that red, whatever was holding it, did stain the back here. But that's all on the back, and you do not see it. But I think she is just a really fun piece with the luster effect. And you have the green, and you have some blues mixed in, and down here, and then you can even see her shoe. She measures 5 by 5, so she's almost completely.
You did say Ted, right?
Yes, $10. Absolutely, yep. So $10, we're looking for 11 or more. And again, you can see how really detailed she is. And again, with some of the things I was offering tonight, like the Westmoreland dish, I have a book here with some Victorian kids. Like this is coming up in the next round, like they're there at the shore. I just thought it was kind of a fun look. Like if you had that with that, it just goes together. So let's count her down. We're looking for 11 or more, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. I see Elaine in at 12, so we're looking for 13 or more. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Don't forget, we do have just in case if you're an active bidder. KP is back in at 13, so we're looking for 14 or more. Dusty's in at 14, so we're looking for 15 or more. Elaine is in at 15. We're looking for 16 or more. Again, on a fun porcelain piece, and it is painted on in enamel. It says Souvenir of Atlantic City. So, Dusty, you got in there right before the bid end.
Ew.
We had a bid more there. That got crazy.
Whoa.
Thank you, ladies, for the bids. Dusty, it's yours for $16. Thank you so much.
Fast internet. I certainly don't.
Man,
Can't do that last
right
week.
out of Oklahoma. Holy moly.
Okay, this should be our last round, you guys, and then we
Yes.
will have a recap at the end. All right, and our community share. Okay, so my last round is a book tonight, and I like Florence Sarah Winship. I don't find her books very often, but I do appreciate her illustration style. So this is the ABC book, starting at $10. This one does date to 1940. Is the publication. Now I will say, corner does have, or like the binding here does have a little bit of wear to it. This one does not have the linen-like texture to it, so it doesn't have like a surface texture. It's just paper. Okay. But the ABC book, it's very, very cute on the inside. And I brought this tonight because of my mystery box. I was inspired by the pattern on the mystery box. That's why I brought the book tonight. Angela, I see you at 10. Thank you so much. So the publication is down here. It's in Roman numerals, but it's 1940. Whitman Publishing. But this illustration, really nice and colorful. A lot of details in it. So we have a letter for each, and then a little illustration or a story to go with each letter. Look at that little cat. C is for cat, meow meow, and also for cow. D is for dog. Look at that little squirrel. So cute.
Adorable.
Little
Look at bunny.
carrier.
Oh my God, the bunny.
So cute. Then we'll go through. E's for elephant. F is for flowers. There's a daisy for Karen. H is for horse. Goose. See, I doubt that M is for moose in here. It never is. I is for ice cream. J is for jam and jellies. K is for kite. Lamb. So cute. Nope. M is for mittens to wear in the store. Nighty. How cute. Little piggies. O is for orange. Florence Sarah Winship. Yes, she did a lot of children's book illustrations. R is for Robin. We haven't seen Robin tonight, have we? S is for Sue. Oh, that is really cute. T is for train. Maybe we take a ride. U is for umbrella, of course. V is for vegetable. My favorite is corn. It's corn. I like corn.
Oh God.
It has a gift tag. I like corn. Xylophone. Very cute. And then Y is for yellow, Z is for zipper, and then we have the whole alphabet and numbers here in the back. And then cute little illustration on the back side. That is darn cute. So 9.5 by 13 is the measurement on there. Let's count it down. We're looking for 11 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Yes, it's got the juice.
Oh my God, that too.
Gosh, isn't that's got to be like what?
Like
4
2,
years
3
old
years.
now?
Yeah,
At least
2, 3 years.
At least that. It's been a while that corn song's been around. All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Angela, it's coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, $10. And this book has me complexed. I can't tell you if this is an original. I can't tell you if part of it's original. I don't know if it's a reproduction. If it's a reproduction, it's still old. But I'm selling it at $10 more for the graphics on the front. I'm a big fan of the Victorian shore pictures. And this is a book entitled Aunt Elizabeth, and it's a book about these two Victorian children, and that's what the cover looks like. There is a date in it of 1873, although I don't think the book is from 1873. So it's a miniature book. I'm selling it at $10 because I think it has great aesthetics to put in your decor. Before I show you the inside, it measures about 4 3/4 by 3 3/4. Okay, so that's what the front looks like. This is what the back looks like. Again, I think that it's actually probably from the 1920s or the 1930s. It's supposed to have the look of Victorian. Okay, but here's what the inside looks like. So we're looking for 11 or more. Thank you, KP. Here is what the inside. There's two graphics in it, 2 pictures in it. They're very old. It is about Aunt Elizabeth. This is called Swallow Stories. I believe that Swallow Stories was a series of like pocket books that were early on, and this is whatever Roman numeral that is. It's V11. So that is the series. That's the number that this would be in. So this is very fitting for the time. It's basically a story about Aunt Elizabeth. The 2 children go to visit her on the farm in the fall season. The story is about a Indian summer where it was actually hotter than it was during summer, which that's where I think the shore point comes into play. And darn it, I had the other picture. Here we go. And here's one of the other pictures. And here you can see the children. There they are, Victorian time. They're actually on the farm, and I do believe that those are some of the other characters in the story. So I did my best to read the story as quickly as possible. Again, I believe Aunt Elizabeth is the aunt of the 2 children that are here on the front, and they go to visit her on her farm in the fall season. So this is actually fitting to decorate in your fall decor and to possibly read this time of the year. So again, there is the front. What's throwing me off is that you can see right here is the cover. It is stamped, but then it's this applied picture. And I've never had like an antique book from the 1800s with an applied colored picture like that. So I just get a feeling that this is more a later version, more like a reproduction from maybe the 1930s or 1940s of an original Victorian book. Okay, that's my best guess. So, but at $10, who cares? That is a fun picture. Look at them. Look at the toys he has there on the beach with her shovel. That is just fun. So let's count it down. We're looking for 11 or more, just in case for active bidders. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Looking for 11 or more. The bid end from Karen G on the vintage. Not quite. Well, it would be close to antique. And I think it's a reproduction of a Victorian book from the 1800s. So KP, thank you so much. It's yours for $10. Congratulations.
Well, shoot. I was gonna say that we have a new visitor up here, but she's gone. I forgot. Apparently, I forgot to put the gate at the bottom of the steps.
Oh no!
She was up here. She jumped up on the bed. I felt she was licking the back of my leg, and I was like, "Oh gosh, I didn't put the gate up at the bottom." Yeah, she's gone. Maybe she'll be back. I don't know, but she was up on the bed moments ago. I don't know if anybody saw her, but she was up here. All right, we are going to go into our recap, you guys. So we'll bring back things that did not find a home the first time around. These are going to be quick claims. I don't have a Maisie emoji. I guess I need to make one. She's never up here. She never comes up here. All right. So if there's something that you would like to claim, just make sure to type in the item plus the price if you are trying to claim something, so that we know what you're trying to claim. Both the item plus the price. And if you're watching on the replay, you can always email us and check and see if something is available. She's not left out. She just doesn't come up here. She doesn't come up here, Karen. All right. So quick claims, type in what we tell you plus the price. If there's more than one person interested in the same item, we will do a quick countdown to account for the lag and break any kind of ties. She is a doggy mix. She's a Pomeranian Chihuahua mix. She's a doggy. All right. And so, Jason, you can go ahead and go.
All right. From my ornament Oh,
what do
wait,
you
there
want
we
to
go.
do?
From my ornament round, I had these left over. These are glass ornaments, probably from the 1990s or early 2000s. She measures 3.5 inches tall. She is the witch. She actually has an attached real style broom to her. So if anybody is interested in her, she's $5. So she could be yours. Just put witch 5, and she measures 3.5 inches tall. So, and she has a green hat. She kind of has green eyes. She has glitter all over. So it'd be witch $3. I really love this one. This one is your candy corn. It is a very narrow piece of candy corn, but I think that's what gives it some kitsch flair. This one, you can put corn, $5. You can see the glitter on it, and you can, if it wants to focus, there you can see the glitter on it, and you can see how they ombre it. So that one is corn 5. It's happy. This one's going to be 15 because after I was done selling it, I don't know how they managed this, but it looks like there's a little tiny repair on it. So there's a little repair right back in here. You can just see where the line is there. So somewhere, somehow in manufacturing or afterwards, it looks like they fixed it. You don't see it, but it's in the back of the phone right here. So the Enarco bear planter, I'm going to offer him for $15 because he has that damage that I didn't know of until I saw it in the ring light. He has a rub right there. Pretty iconic kitsch. And there was one or two other little rubs here in the rim part. So this guy is Enarco. Some folks call him a baby planter. I think he's fun if you're into like bears, if you're into like put him in your mermaid bathroom, or if you're looking, he'd be real kitschy fun in your 4th of July to represent the Navy. He's $15, 7 inches tall, 5 inches wide. Just put bear, and you can have him for 15, which I think that's a good price. You can't even see the damage. Bear, 15 if you want him. I had my Japan celluloid flapper girl. Her arms are a little loose, but she has a fabric dress on her. She is going to be, if anybody wants her, you can have her for 15. So she's 15. Just put doll 15 if you're interested in her. She has her original stamp there on the bottom. She does have like a little beauty mark right here. Thank you, Karen. I agree with the beauty mark. And somebody actually clipped an original vintage clip-on earring on her, but this is the way we found her. So you could have her. She is doll 15. I got you for the planter. Give me a second here. Thank you so much. R pack. Is that a phonetic way that I'm missing it? R
PASC.
Yes. 1129. All right. I got you for the bear.
I believe they got something else from you.
Yeah, they did. They got the blocked pumpkin. So thank you so much. So I showed you guys the doll. I showed you guys the ornaments. Where in the heck are my notes? $12. I had this 1990s or 1980s fun Halloween tin. It's in very good condition. I do believe it's an artist that made these back in the day. So if anyone's interested in this, you could just put tin, $12. And this is the one that was left. You have the fun little mice coming out of the little pumpkin houses. They're all trick-or-treating. They're all dressed in different attire. I don't think you can get much more kitschier than this. My goodness, we like to sell a lot of kitschy things. I think this is a super piece of kitsch Halloween right here. So if you're interested, you could just put 10, 12 on that. 10, 12 on that. Yeah, Karen, she did. They did. I have them for that. And then I won't waste you guys' time with the inlaid boxes, but I had the lipstick. She was 20. She's in very good condition. She is actually made by Chadwick, Japan, a ceramic company, Chadwick, Japan. There is the original label. No chips or cracks. If you're interested in her, you could put lipstick 20. Lipstick 20. And that's it. I won't bring the boxes back. So lipstick 20. Leslie, I think you're right. I think you're really right. And actually that tin probably, yeah, if it doesn't sell here, we'll probably put that on eBay. It is a really, really good tin. He did. And they're very collectible. But we thought we would offer it here first. And that's it for me, Amy. I'm not bringing back. I won't waste everyone's time with the little box.
Okay. All right. I have several things to bring back as well. So I'm going to start with my brooch. So I will hold it over here so you can see size-wise how big it is. But that is a close-up of it. This is a Metropolitan Museum of Art stamped, signed brooch. And it does have a opal mosaic on the inner circle. It is 9 to 5 sterling. That is also stamped on the back side, so it's stamped 9 to 5 silver on the back, and it does have the vermeil gold overlay on top of it. It is clear glass for the center. It does have a very tiny safety clasp for the setting there on the back side. Really nice condition, and you can't find this one online right now. The last one sold in 2014 for close to $300 for this brooch. I'm asking $50 for it, so if you want to type in brooch 50, you can claim that. Brooch 50 on that. And then I had the Sansco, Mr. Furry Pants, a little archer guy, which also you cannot find him. I had never seen him before, and I can't find another one like him. I believe he is harder to find, made by Sansco. He was 36. You can put in Archer 36 if you want to claim him. There's no damage to him, just a little bit of crazing, but no chips or damage to him. I had my William, Archer 36. All right, you got it. Thank you so much, William. Right, you got it. Okay. And then I had my Elizabeth Gordon matted book pages. So the Rose from the Flower Children, 1910, and the Bird of Paradise from the Bird Children, 1912. Each one of those was $10. You can put in Rose 10 or Bird 10 if you want to claim either one of those. Matted to 8.5 by 11 would fit the frame size for those. And then the last thing was the Enarco Meow Meow, the little Enarco kitty. No chips, no flea bites, repairs, or anything. Just a little bit of crazing on that. Enarco. So that was $12. You can put in cat 12 if you want to claim kitty friend. And I think that was everything I had. Thank you guys so very much. Appreciate it. Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight, as always. So reminder for invoicing, I'll be sending mine out tomorrow. I will send you an email when mine goes out at some point tomorrow. And Jason is going to be doing his on Saturday.
Yes. And just so I don't forget, please, tomorrow night over on Whatnot, Tina will be having her weekly jewelry sale. That's at 7 p.m. Eastern. And she goes by Mother Tucker's Tina over there. And if I could be so bold, I finally made a video. It's going to go up tomorrow night at 6. Maybe you guys, I don't know. I hope you guys still want to watch my videos. I worked hard on this one, so it'll go up at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. Hopefully you guys will head over and give it a watch. Thank you, Amy.
Before we move into community share tonight, reminder about schedule change next week. Jason and I will be on Monday. All right, so we are having a big old Halloween extravaganza on Monday for Fantastic Finds. So we have shifted from Thursday to Monday next week because I will be going to the Springfield extravaganza myself. So if anybody's coming to Springfield, make sure and say hi to Mama Pam or I. That would be fun. But come join Jason and I on Monday. And those sales will be invoiced separately. So that's why we're doing this one by itself. I'm also having a special sale with Catherine Young on Sunday this week at 5 p.m. Eastern. So normally my new videos come out on Sunday at 5 o'clock. It's actually going to roll out at 4 p.m. Eastern. My video will come out at 4, and then we will start our sale at 5. We do have kind of a mixture of Halloween and non-Halloween things coming for Sunday. So that would be awesome if you guys could come join us next week for those 2 sales. And I'm going to pop our ShareMyFindsLive at gmail.com. If you guys have some photos that you want to send in to be part of our show for community share, we definitely could use some more. And anything that you want to send us, just make sure and include a brief description to go along with your photos so we know how to talk about it, and if you'd like us to mention your name or not. Okay. So I have 3 photos to share tonight. Am I missing something in the chat?
No, I was just saying thank you to everybody who said about our videos. So thank you guys so much. Thank you.
Yeah, because when I'm sharing stuff on the screen, I can't see the chat unless I peek over at my phone. So I have 1 photo from Brian tonight, and I have 2 photos from Dennis. And I wasn't sure if I've shared the ones from Dennis before. I don't think I had. And I don't think I've shared them before, so I stuck them in there anyway. But the first photo I have tonight, I forgot I can change the screen.
Yes.
Ooh, there we go. Okay. I forgot I could do that. Okay. This is Brian's Amber Moon and Stars glass collection. It is the season for amber glass, especially Moon and Stars.
Very good.
Love to see it all collected together.
Looks good, Brian. Real good.
I love all those pieces. And
very good.
The one in the back is one of those like lamp style fairy lamps.
Fairy lights. Yes, it is. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Some of that came from other Tuckers too. Yep. Thank you, Brian.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I like it, Brian. Like it.
Beautiful.
Okay. And then the other 2 I have are from Dennis. And the first one is April Showers.
I like this.
All
right.
So, I believe Dennis got the little Lefton girl from me that's in the pink in the center. But I love all the little umbrella girls. How cute is that?
That looks like the Morton Salt girl too there in the back.
Like the Morton Salt girl.
So good.
And then the other one is anthropomorphic birds. I love the Scrabble tiles all spelled out. I love that too.
Love it.
Yep. What a fun collection. I like the little mushrooms too.
And the trees in the back. Those trees really set it all off. Good job, guys. This is good. I like this.
I like it. Dennis, you're very creative with you putting your stuff together.
Yes.
Every single thing that Dennis has sent us, it's very creative. I really enjoy seeing those. So we'll go back to Brian's amber glass one more time.
Look at the glow. Look at the honey amber glow on them.
I like that little picture too.
That picture's not an easy one to find. That one, not at all.
All right. And we're going to say one more happy birthday to Minx.
Yay, Minx!
For hanging out with us tonight, Minx. Appreciate you being here. And a big thank you to, Brian's here. Big thank you to Karen and Kim for helping out, as always, in the chat. We appreciate it, ladies, so very much. Thank you, thank you. All right. And Jason, you got anything else you want to say?
Nope. We're good.
Nope.
We're good.
Okay.
You're good.
All right. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate you. And we'll see you back on Monday for Fantastic Finds. And come say hi to Catherine and I sale on Sunday, and go see Tina over on Whatnot on Friday.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you guys so much. I will try my best to sound better on Monday. All right. Thank you guys so much for being here. Have a good rest of your night. Bye.